next year World Cup against here it was United States of America, Canada, and then Mexico. Now players as a one and do a camp, like I said, but the boys are in the mood to do something. I mean, the mood to say they are in the mood to do something, especially the new players. Thomas Abebrese. Thomas, watching live from Sweden and Sweden in the UK, United Kingdom. Now, wouldn't say Nyamiya Duma next month on the 2nd of December, the Black Queens of Ghana historic friendly game and also Ebekwaso UK precisely Southampton Southampton on the 2nd of December 2025 year. So next month I think we have about 3 more weeks to go. That day no Tuesday Tuesday exactly 7 p.m. It was St. Mary's Stadium. And a big game, Ebekoso. The Lioness of England versus the Black Queens of Ghana. Big game, pa. I don't come on. So Ebaba. Asante, I say it's live or game in start here. I can 1 hour. 1 hour. With the picture bina and I say Ghana versus Mali. Ghana versus Mali. It's a video no and edasu sisia Ghana versus Mali. Yes. But kickoff we have 1 hour to go. Enche my first solo na yedin komo concerning this game. We are still waiting for the official lineup though. Okay, the writer commentator I say Ghana 2, Japan 0. Hey, are you sure? Ghana 2, Japan 0. Japan for no. I'm stubborn. No. I'm very stubborn. Very stubborn. I'm gonna share Brazil. I think 3-2 or 3-1. Okay, Prince Akrasi. I say I'm watching your program live from Osaka, Japan. My greetings to my parents, Ejayao Akrasi, Auntie Abena of Juaben, Atia. Oh wow. No. All the way from Japan. Now, Uncle Stadium. Prince, Mepacho, Uncle Stadium, man. Okay. This diary. I say, please, are you going to show the game? Stay tuned. Here necessary. Oshano. Intino. You know what we can do. Intino. Ensrukra. Why? You know what we can do. So no shaking. No shaking. Just like the video, share. Share. And one here if you ho. Apart from that, no, Niake piano, Jama producers, or maybe Bia Kama at the amount. It's through. All right, so live. Let's your messages, Embra. You're back in kind. Na yadi amount. You're back in kind messages in so yadi amount. Let's see. You call man so. Mene my co-host Solomon Bedu Ekwedi in Komo. Na ya hwese no ma esi ebeko game we no anodin anodin yentina ho se omunsan hye ebiem dabi ensi Abdul Nuruddin or say or share Jumediano from Accra, Ghana. Fantastic. OMDZari I say Ghana is winning live and Khaled by 2-1. Wow. I'm watching Foster. I say good morning, guys. Greetings from Libya. Libya said for Omo paper media too much. Ah, Libya. Okay. Solo, memo akwaba na bokode. Solomon Bedu, memo akwaba.
Doc, Mr. Frank, Kwesi Chow, the people man, the man, still sweating the birthday. Now, dog, no way, dog, no way.
Fantastic. Solomon Bedu, aka the writer, commentator, the man of the moment. Actually, Ukopiemu, ewo ebri bepono so honi nadia obome obo dabi.
Hello, dog.
Yes, hello.
And I dog, you use back when I say we in the new yes.
You use back on. Until the first back on some sisi. Why?
Okay. Yeah.
All right. And so Solomon Bedu and ya no bedin komo sisi na ya hwese no noma esieko Michael AJ Chum I say watching us from UK. Good morning, guys. Hey Michael, thank you very much. Thank you Michael, all the way from UK. Some catch us say UK so no nyame adoma after Black Stars diano. Yes, Tommy UK. Nyame adoma. Yes, Tommy UK. Gidi. Yes, Tommy UK. The Lioness of England versus the Black Queens of Ghana on the 2nd of December. And also so a basso papa ewo UK and ye fedi agro. Solo na bako die.
Dog, nyame adoma hwe any experience any football the whole thing etc.
Na eja Black Stars asemi nufi enende o makofa asam ediaba ni na ne se big game eba bekoso Japan versus Ghana Kirin Cup. The last time you knew we share with the same trophy no almost sharing pa 4-1. But yes, so you share Chile via penalties and you did it third. It was our tournament anymore. Recently, you call UK boy Unity Cup and also so Wontumi Anje. Are you hoping say this time around at least you kwaje trophy we ediaba? Because now metie the communications director of the Ghana Football Association, Henry Asantekum. So, Omono is not really about the results and it's a trophy, no, but it's about say Omo prepare team no ahead of the World Cup. But I beg to differ, and I say many because these are trophies. Yeah, the trophies is so. It's say also so. One day, esweni and say, ujina wana so esa wo kira obobre. So abibia wo de wo control a competition bia also wo kwakoso ahon ne ahwe. What they prepare for the tournament. Knowing very well say the tournament proper now wo prepare for no so no. Sabi you enya dia wo kwakwaji sa tournament. Nti sa Kirin Cup, Unity Cup, ebo akwemu a esa wo so tumi kire say we a bemo, Anna.
Look, I don't know. My mention, Minchia in a chef for the for a day out. or monitor Pepa Media. They be a catch almost say Pepa Media and you be the competition. So I yeah, but Osha or door anyhow I started from 0 to Yamiadum 21 subscribers are as late also said Pepa Media looking at how so how I start here one more any issue no the say and also Yankupun shop no yom kese but making sure some bar share comment here. You penny did the only channel, the idiot, say your life. I used to be ready a message out on that channel, so give me ready. You penny to be yes, I don't know. So, Yankupon Stromana or no more Cassia. No more bomb, subscribe, no more share, no more like it. The idiot that's all my liking is a push the YouTube system. It's a AI aba. And push system the word Naze we got one like here. The idiot YouTube no. And just okay, maybe AI, but almost like it, none of us in the Koshra. And my YouTube I recommend add a video out there to the people and say, almost which not me, I saw say, almost share no make sure say, one more ever like, I'll be like it at Yamaya.
Okay. Meba chop meba.
Okay.
Hold on for me, just 1 minute.
Okay.
Now, quick one. Me who say, like you said, you know, messages in the biaba.
Okay.
Sure. Fast. Na me you feel Emma. Yeah, lovely people. Mujina so Theophilus. I say go Ghana. Ghana go win. On the Theophilus Asante. Ansa Boache Yao. I say Kofi Moses. Ghana 1, Japan 1. Defeat Germany, Frankfurt. And Odiaba. Thank you very much. Michael Nyakun. I say Ghana 5, Japan 1. Wow. Also watching from Rome, Italy. Salam Razak watching live from Italy, Ghana all the way. Kofi Owusu, I'm watching you live in Saudi Arabia, Riyadh. Wow, thank you. J Boss TV. I said this is J Boss. I'm watching you live from China. Charlie, Pepa Media. Solo, you will be
oh sure.
You will be
sure.
Sure. Michael J Chum. I say watching live from UK. Onosonedia Odiaba. No. Tio Asante. I say watching live from Sweden. So from Germany, Sweden, China, Libya, Italy, UK, Ghana. Oh, Charlie. Yadomasi pa. Rebecca Dazi. I say Ghana. And honestly so. Odiaba. Rebecca, what you feeling for? Kwame Buama. Also watching live from Tama. Ghana 2, Japan 0. George Amwako. Also watching live from Atlantic City, New Jersey. Wow. US 4 Chrome. Theophilus Asante or say Mr. Papa. Good job. Also no. Dominic Boatin. Also watching you live from Belgium. Charlie Belgium for so Chrome. Kumi Jacob. I say I've subscribed and shared too. Watching live Emirates City from Dubai. Wow, thank you very much, Jacob. God bless you. Kofi Asante, I say good morning, bro. More fire. Ibrahim Muhammad, I say the other buyer, are you showing the match? Okay. Anyway, just watching the space. Bibi abe kama. Solo, intimamitio. Yanko na.
Okay.
Yanko.
Dog yansa ntie for mo mugina so Nyankopon shop na oyo bia kase omo fa message na brebe kinkan ne nya de omo mo eye kama dog nyamnya toma yamasaka less than 50 minutes na Japan and the Black Stars at here in terms so but utie the Black Stars of Ghana and looking at how have been formed episode mo ye nyama as in like utie commodity ekoswa game way any game to the senior national soccer team, the Black Stars of Ghana. Per audios, any PMA, coach post smart, and also how the communication director of the Rugby Association, Kasa, which means that the technical team has to say, okay, a Kirin tournament, and I say a cup game, and a Japan at on Sadia phrase, okay, Yambra, na Yambet say a year, the cup game of Mubo, and because they are Fibia no Mubo, and Japan for now will say, Osha a year the Black Stars of Ghana, your performance, how do I hear than it and almost on the amount of biometric yes, ya kind out the FIFA World Cup. So Oma qualifying definitely a like is one share. Omit me a year African opponent, a woman group, and I say a like is omit me a year team Asia, Oma one, then Ghana, and the same. And then you have to show Montanas nominate Ghana in terms of normal tunes at the Ghana for a cup game. And yes, a Sabi, Omit me and as a Sabi, so bit me as a Black Stars in Tiano Abu Dhabi. A like is one show the tournament via Omit me share an African country. Our group the more. And currently looking at Ghana, a performance I had done it in and said, after seeing a qualifier, seems like team no.
Playing for your country, easy. Scoring, easy. Avoiding injuries, easy. Winning, easy. But you know what be easy now? Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Easy. It gets everything inside. Gary, creamer, sugar, roasted granules. Just add water, then sharp my soakings make ready. Taste and energy, made easy. I'm a match winner, but the real champion is Kivo 4-in-1 Gary mix. Champion taste.
This advert is FDA approved.
When you are going to buy a paint, don't look left, don't look right. Go straight and grab the luxury acrylic paint. No be any painting be painto.
The luxury acrylic paint.
Paint champion.
Also the Black Stars of Ghana. A game. Also you making sure say all out. And I don't know the mentality of the technical team on their share players na dream. And players no ball on baby try all their best. I won't say a thing and my Black Stars, but to me, no could be some I will see a gamer and before approach of the could say you really give way and ya didn't say a baby bobby keke. So dog, Ubisamia, this game we must win it.
Okay, all right. It's still live on a paper media, the global platform. Messages no so de bana eba messages no eba papa Muhammad Dansa or she Ibrahim Muhammad. Okay, on the message, you know, my kind ediamano dada Kofi Asante I say more morning bro, more fire on Sunday no and David Owusu Amwa Diego Amando I say you guys have to show the game. Okay. King O I say draw will be good. Okay. And Mohammed Dance I say let's go Black Stars. Let's go Ghana. We are together. We will make it. Fantastic one. On the Sunday or the other. Now the official lineup no embaye. But say sure. Maybe sawa. Ubeko lineup ben. Or possible lineup ebe.
Doc, maybe possible lineup, I'll go in 3-4-3. And one more chef if I media. I will say me a 3-4-3. Just because looking at Coach Otuado, now Sentimane system of bonum a 4-2-3-1. But you also 4-2-3-1 and so that M1. And he go in for 3-4-3. Obi Abasha Black Stars, your recent matches, they are in terms. When they have said your past 2 matches are they are in terms, so no. I won't say the Black Stars of Ghana coach no some best starting game now. Our boy here 3-4-3. I won't say 3 defenders. Now the 2 a year UPMA. The other 2 right back and also the left back. And also no matter any attack. Do one more. Nadri and Sada and Koso. No could be Samia and Demian Cabrantin, Dini, Benjamin UPMA Joseph Tete and I say. Yan can't say Benjamin Asari a new good goalkeeper or a good goalkeeper. What qualified Black Stars. Yami Aduma FIFA World Cup people be. Abrante Benjamin Asari, who ne performance will go post more. Abrante Nitin, Eddie Lawrence Atizgi, who ne performance will go post more. Joseph Tete Anai, Obi who ne performance here. Obi and Shannon, Obu on my Watini team, but Onimus and the performance, a very good, and answer on the performance, and you're very good. Obaka Kirin tournament, Yakoboya, and Japan SA. Your 3rd and 4th game, you're in terms of Ghana, a toss of 10. Look up Abdumanaf Rudin, your friend of Black Stars caller, Onye Bianche. Your friend Onye Bianche, but your 3rd game, you had need to go post more. He was the man who saved a penalty in a Ghana football. Okay, Black Stars now we have a goalkeeper to about penalties are on waiting yet. Minyanka, Abrante Nitindi, Joseph Tete, Anine, on when started. Mohamed Salisu, to me, and the 3 a year defenders are no. Mohamed Salisu, Jonas Ajete, and also Kojo Pompepra, with the experience Abrante Mohamed Salisu. Abrante a year Nitindi a year Ajete, they India to about 19 minutes FC Basso. UPMA Kojo Propon, OGC is full 19 minutes. There will be my back 3 defenders. The 4 midfielders will be Abrante and Danny Derrick Atakon. I'm hoping so on Bobby. Abrante Kwesisibo, Abu Francis, Caliburenchi, the 4 a year UPMA midfielders. Kamal Sulemana, Antoine Salam Seminole, Brydon Thomas Asante. Obeka say, I don't know about format for this. Dog, this how say I'm praying say call line up never. Now say it's the same lineup. This is the system coach no ebebo. The Black Stars attack here. Eba be 3 defenders away. The Black Stars you be defend here. Now see your good left back. Very good. Obviously, Branton Eddie Edida said Derek Takuna and I say Gideon Mesa never start here. He will be Obebechdi and as a Branton Eddie calibrate and I say Ali Jusaidua. Obebechdi the system coach never born ever be year 5-2-3 just because if you attack here. Ever be you Pima 3-4-3, but he defend here. Ever be 5-2-3. Obi a steady Black Stars and that will be the system. Ever be so. Yenimsa Derek Takun. Obet me I said for it. Calibrating. Enye UPMA typical right back that be but they are UPMA FC Nordlanda or send forward more. But coach now send the system not all born. I want a calibration 8 near born. I need to say to as with me about the ball a UPMA the bag. Obekaya, you gave me the commerce in time. So a lot of Ghanaians were asking say, I don't know, I need to say to or you defend about coach, I'm a brand new Christian with him. A brand new crosses or try almost of our crosses best at 10. Me pen 5, but now I'm phone tears here. I will give them. That's the system, coach. So on the pitch, it will be 3-4-3. But going forward, a Baba Bessa, Abba 5-2-3. But ye defend here, and Abba 5-2-3. But yes, forward that will be a year 3-4-3. So this is the system, and I'm hoping, say, time you be you be given, and you have the analysis. Maybe not you be yes, you be now coach no possible and line up now between so. God, this is my possible lineup. I'm wishing it's a coach no.
Okay, so what do you make of Ebusafo paper media, the global platform? Me pacha humbra sequence oba na one like you video no. You over 400 people muina ma journey. Yes, Ramo, mon like you video no. Why? Mon like it. Don't just come and say, so will you show the match? Ya tenasi. You know what you can do, and just like the video for us, share. Now what the comments at the about. Unsubscribe to your channel now. No one subscribe the amaye. Yeah, no, ye dear boss so. And yen to me, yen to me. Your back catcher say yen to me. Aha, by ye bet you, Mrs. Swa. Your back catcher say ye bet you me. As a stance, ye the game no by Bramo life. As we speak it there, ye the game no. About Bramo life and just like the video, comment and share war Jubedi so Solomon Bedu and Yadano 18 command. But what do you make of for Nkofua or more can say this is the timer as I say you use Benjamin Asari because you say Japan for no or mono omo mentality omo de ba game wo im no sabiu enye se bia omo bebe di agro anase oh omo bobo bibia keke no yenim these people say a friendly game say a competitive game omo mentality no it's always the same so they will come all out and play. Whereas I so you detest certain players be you the prepare derby. I don't me person mentality no. But you about qualifies in no. Go for so Benjamin Asari dear man testing no. Don't you think sir this is the best opportunity to test him? Yamfanuntum na Say Japan for no fire from all angles, then we know say okay, the player is ready. Then see a big keeping or bench. Near you see different goalkeeper thinking so that. Then you go to the World Cup. Now we could the same crowd that video no hope with Chimiamo. Don't you think sir this is a perfect opportunity to put him in the post for him to justify his inclusion very well, and I say prove his doubters wrong. Anna,
Doc, if I be me no be adwin, if I be no many it's if one as a omo kasan enya adwin just because.
Okay.
Yenim the performance what did Osha the African Therin, you qualifies how do I boy you did the likes of Upima Mali one side that they are very good because our performance almost than it did, they are very superb. You know my team at the year Comoros, they are very good. Madagascar, Upima, Mozambique, or other Tab Muniano, they are one side. They'll go on Mabaka say almost the meetings are and Osha Benjamin Asaria. Or one goalkeeper will be share this goalkeeper. You can also be Kirin Laka, guy who put a lack just because. Osha qualifies near boy now. Your matches out where you're in terms of your defenders and they get all the work and the goalkeeper. Okay. But you said the performance, goal post no very superb. And in that game now, you're Quacobono dog. See a defense, any mentality, and the goalkeeper no very superb. Now, man, focus okay, I'm from Benjamin, sorry, and better goal post no. Now, you're okay, gamer, you need Japan before Japan for no, you're that good, you know, I'll bet me shoot from all angle. Adding or your goalkeeper, adding say game no, Black Stars, you be near, or bet me, I consider some tip and as a petty go beer. Obi wait because this goalkeeper background it seems like you qualify here born on when you and you big game and body those kind of things. Look, this kind of things then you know one thing bet me be ha the goalkeeper itself. So we know Biama you man say mentally no bet me psyche the bet me be ha just because going into this game no Obi and Japan side no dog they are very good. But you won't pay for us. Say, oh, you're good, so you're good, you win the performance. Lawrence Satinzi, you win the performance. Joseph Satana, dog, you win the performance. As it stands now, these three goalkeepers, and your goalkeepers here, the India, say, for Kola Bar, to me, and when Yakaka, but to me, who's the Hunyas, oh, dog. It depends on the technical team. To me, Minyanka, young man, now, 1 or 2 years, didn't go to go post more. Now, mistakes, I'll go, but now goes back, not crowd with me, and so crowd we are. Dog, me no. And perform a Casanda social media. Sabe to use this word, goalkeeper no asa, goalkeeper fumbeni. Just because Ghana, sorry to use this word, your short memory. They be a your short memory. The one babe and your Black Stars of goal post more qualified no. Yabaka Sabe, or Mamma Yeshri and former Black Stars. And yet the goal post media to me yan can ne, Mamma Yan Faninche, yan tested the other goalkeeper. Which is our branch Jean Joseph Tatanai, and as the Lawrence Atizigi Club, and Dakrana, and Sedan Yeta.
But Solo.
Okay.
Solo, what can I say? Your first World Cup, 2006. Samir J. And not just say, in terms of the qualification, or almost all the matches. And so later, no 1 or 2 goalkeepers to back count. But yeah, Bako World Cup. And also so na a friendly matches sao. And na you come a goalkeeper Olele Kingston opportunity in one of your friendly games. I think against it was a club side or something. It's Stuttgart something. Mekaipa and na a Brenty what you boss and just say baby or fire no na anoding. At the end of the day. Friendly matches, no, or proven the world into your court tournament, you know. It was some Olele Kingston who kept the post until a near yeso Benjamin, yeah, number 1. But so one man no sa opportunity no. Now went to me and share the international stage now. Solo who say that you be a hard drink a cry. Make me fear no. And yeah, dear, a branch away no. In terms of this international matches, no atmosphere no. On shada who be that. Joseph Tatana, Osia Kewa Bruchiri, he's used to this crowd and this atmosphere no. Lawrence Atizigi, he's used to that. And he said, on not so one man opportunity. Now, when proving the word, and I said, when to me and Justin Hua. That you be no ever high.
Dog, me say that one is out.
Okay.
Dog, me one is out. And me one is out. Yes, my man can is one is out because the outcome a Fabino, I'm not the concern just because the crowd no itself no said that in here. This crowd be that, but we in Ghana I say dog your stadium no is the same as the other stadiums outdoor, but maybe at the back one. Ever hadn't say 1 on you used to maybe outside the weather no style weather this year TM. 2 UPM Ghana say your matches out on your body and maybe you call a FIFA World Cup na nyamenta de na ko go possible na maybe Ghana versus Italy our group Chile our group stage mo first game near the in terms so maybe Chile supporters no go game on to torchlight and your game but Ghana say no your boy match say and those kind of things no experience no say there be a family in the boy but dog yes cause okay you funny to go post more young cause me ba bet na say cause okay this goalkeeper, a little mistake or ye and a goalkeeper yasa. From there, Ebema Ghana, yeah, the Anube sinner, so just a little mistake beer of a and also with me across the don't get 50-50. See, I'm finding to go post now on my team from my Black Stars. Now on commit maybe a little mistakes be now and no Emily Dino Sabi. I do not wait any Black Stars embassy. And now say. Yeah, they never be to go post more about a unity, the Black Stars. 50-50, it depends on a year how and been formed and debating come on how mentally on the psyche and also betting Yabuazo. 50-50, Ababoa, our 1, weather, 2, the atmosphere, 3, and 1 just because. So then about to go post more now and no ever had because Sana Wakano, I brought to the Jenny Lawrence certificate. Yeah, you know, and this crowd will face me that. Joseph Tetana, Tamono West Ham United, St. Patrick's Athletic Crystal, the supporters, no mobile stadium, who be that. And so I used to that. And yet, the idea, and you follow Lawrence certificate, and now say, Joseph Tetana, if to go post more now, just because of the experience, into no, on that go post me. To me, say, Benjamin Asari, HCR, and more because maybe 4%. Or normal testing at the international level, but how the crowd and also it's yet and council you good goalkeeper, a good goalkeeper. But say you might yourself to tell the opportunity. Now on also okay, call up the India theatre on Saturday friend or no, on also Emeda go post more and from the Black Stars of Ghana. That's why it is so dog 50-50. How when your man is here come.
Okay. All right, so live on Paper Media. We are talking to our expert Solomon Bedu. Me pacho o share Paper Media channel no so a ye videos ni na ono na oye ye senior most presenter a chese dwugu musa ti a lot of videos ho se wonhwe bia me pacho ya na wato boase na wahwe videos na egu ho no. Okay, so before I met was no my main messages ni bi na yankoyenim. David Chre, I say good morning, Paper Media and the whole Kekeleke family. Greetings from Kuhn, and I say Cologne, Germany. Thank you, bro. George Asari, I say I told you, NPP. Departure. Why? Yeah, sports. Why? Yeah, politics are na what do message in so ediaba. But even what the message you cry about, Papa and one take a cry, subsebu NPP 4 and young Quasia 4 or Munye Bucrano Sabi. Me sure say wouldn't you be a benefit here, free SHS no. Why? See, ya yensusu na yendi and penny for an atom. Aye, yes, okay. Original Nat 1. I said there should be a competition in our goalkeepers so that we can have solid shot stoppers. Okay. Williams, we are free. I said I'm watching you live from South Africa, Pretoria, Ghana 2, Japan 1. Mumuni Mohammed, I say NDC. Hey, now politics rather. Yeah, your politics. So, and I hear politics.
Dog, I've seen a lot of messages now. MPP NDC. Yeah, sports near you do be alpha. The issue be a command dog. Imagine so you be a share. There are lots of paying for more share. Yeah, paying for pound share. Hi, to maybe NDC MPP will be an idea. Sports not yeah for much apart.
Oh, but yeah, politics is the yeah can be. But and then yeah. Black Stars. So, sure. Because you're Ghana for. Or mine, and quay may na a quay years so ye na you will be. So what I say? I, no, yen soon. Why? Okay. Prince Opoku. I say, bro, please read mine and leave that. Hey, when you have Prince Opoku, I would say, why? I would say, Momundi diatam, a win here. Oh, I say, Georgia Sasa Kufado is oh. Okay, Prince Opoku Bioma. So look at what happens in the World Cup stage. When we were playing Portugal, Fatau Dawada was a local goalkeeper. His performance were poor. Let's find better goalkeeper and Salisu replacement. Prince Opoku, the message you know. Albert Mate, I say, okay, I responded to Oscar Dozy. Okay. Jacob Nkrumah, I say, okay, honestly, my time, no, but Salam Razak, I say, let's share. As I'm here in Italy, enjoy this channel a lot. Share and also subscribe. Thank you very much. Kick off, my pacho. I think say I'm gonna call 10:30 Ghana time. 10:30 Ghana time. 10:30 Ghana time. That is a kick-off time. All right. You see, the and then you train the official team sheets and so. Stephen Berfi also watching from US. Isaac Young, also Ghana, the only country without crime. Ofochu Prosper, I say Ghana 2, Japan 2. Elvis, I say which station can we watch this match live? Okay, ahaya obeshe game no is through. Why? Nana Kwesi, or some watching live from South
Korea versus Ghana, live on 18th November. The Black Stars Asia Tour is brought to you by MTN, Hisense,
My Life Insurance, Blue Jeans Energy Drink,
and Daywa.
behind Benjamin Asari to stop all the goals. All right. Right, so I say this Ghana team not win because we were not prepared very well. But so it's like a lot of Ghanaians with GTA say you better share Japan phone. Performance, like.
And we came out getting Japan.
Okay, solo official lineup now. Okay, so NBA. de kasa be ba na me ya
Wow.
ma cha kasa ma me fa
Me a prophet aka not government prophet
afa on say you want to and the black stars which are and I would pardon no as I said also bottom because before anytime we are on the line up baba and said squad baba we didn't look kind yeah what the baba bot yeah no the same thing you know line up line up na bedi ato so official Ghana the line up no fan to so and I say boss na so Joseph Anan at the post Caleb Jonas Ajete Kwesi Sibo Brandon Thomas Asante Antoine Semenyo Caputo Derek Atakun Kojo Opon Pepra Jerome Opoku Francis Apu Kamal D Suleiman Solomon Afa line up
and I don't know the only change about Jerome Opoku replacing Mohamed Salah and the only change is every moment line up Joseph the Anai maybe line up a year Joseph the Anai Mohamed and also come on the track. I'm here the 3 center backs was able and look at what's the video makes the answer to give. I ran to the United States and the two replacement. Jerry comes up on our video visa. Can you see our video? I ran to the United States. And yet, you have a more offensive football. They are about to put offensive football. Just go. Now we come back on. I run to the regional community and also I can't even talk about it. Now I may apply to defendants. And for the first time, and I run to the team and I have for the first time. And so we have one more operation game on social media. Almost half of the game I run to the team and the ever with nothing. I will run everybody not talking about the
terms and conditions to apply. Let me introduce my guest for today. We have Dr. Ernest Quantin, CEO of the Back Group here in Ghana, and then a very familiar face, former Black Stars player. We do have Augustine Ahimfo as well. It's a pleasure to have you here, gentlemen.
Thank you for having me.
And then I also have Billy Shen on the screen. You're not new to this channel. You're a familiar face. But today, Bill would be in the social media corner. In fact, let's start off with you because the lineup is out.
Yeah.
What's the big...
On the player format, we are just straight there. The recaps are closed. Dog, coach Bill will say, because you have politics as a black star, and by the same star. How about you have a black star? And you don't make sense. Everything you can, the way you people and live from is about black stars. And also Ghanaians, they have no play for black people. How are you this back? You can play here. Your friend Derek Papa. How are you very good job you know Berlin? And you this game, and I'm running the game for what you see the talent. And you're my player. I won't tell you again. It's a big thing. And then I guess by our in a few months, and
who should be captain on social media? I don't know, do you have that one as well? There were some very interesting comments on that one as Bill tries to fetch that for us. But let me come to you here, Doc, let me start with you. A very expected lineup given the circumstances. A lot of key players missing. There's no Mohamed Kudus, there's no Jordan Ayew, there's no Thomas Partey, no Alexander Jiku. The list goes on and on and on. Key in that starting lineup is Joseph Annan, who makes his debut as a goalkeeper. Just paint a picture of what the pressure is like, especially for such a unique position like a goalkeeper coming in for your debut. How difficult is it to come in just like that to start a game?
Yeah, I don't know if it is difficult. It's not like we have great goalkeepers in the Ghana team at the moment. We have good goalkeepers who have been doing their bit. So this is an opportunity for him, a big one for him. Not just him, the other players. I look at Abu Francis, I say the midfield is stuck. This Ghana midfield has so many players. Let's not forget about 2 or 3 of them are not available at the moment, including Suleiman Ibrahim. So that's also a very competitive position. Urenchi appears to be confirming his stay in the team because he's starting again. The left-back position, I mean, you look at Korn and the things he's been doing in Germany, and you say, if we get to see him at first stand today again, then that will also influence who gets to start for the Black Stars team going forward. So generally, aside the goalkeeping role, which appears to have a debutant, the other positions have got players who have to show that they can either be backup or take up positions in the team for players who are not available today.
Well, you do make a very interesting point about, coming in as a new goalkeeper, but you also mentioned the players who are starting a game for the first time. And I think we're all excited, Augustine, to see Derek Cohn finally start a game. He came with his own drama where he was named in the squad, couldn't play because the allegiance switch hadn't been completed yet. What was your expectation for someone like Cohn coming into this team?
Thank you very much. I think your colleague stated that it was the goalkeeper who was starting his first one, but I looked at the list and I saw Derek, and I had not seen him play for the Black Stars before. He missed that. It is good. Like Enes stated, this is the time for them to take a stake or claim something that at the end of the day, when called upon, they can actually come in and do the work for us. This is the time for those who had been at the fringes to actually, when it comes to our way of looking at the squad, there is always that change. And it becomes a bit difficult when you want to build a solid national team based on the fact that you keep on changing the list.
There's no consistency.
It's not consistency. And so, yes, some players are missing today, but it's all boils down to communication. Because this is the time to build a team. You can't say that about 7, 8 players who are like the core members of the team will not be part. Assuming the German national team is going to play another country, you see all the likes, unless, of course, there's a serious injury that will take somebody out. But for us, I think we pay premium to the official matches, but not this type of game. But these type of games are the games that are supposed to make you a solid team.
Well, let's come to the captaincy issue, because everybody was wondering, there's no Jordan, there's no Thomas Partey, there's no Kudus, there's no Jiku. All of these guys had won the armband at a point between last year and now. So there was that debate who was going to take the armband. And Bill, I think we asked that question on social media. It looks like everybody got it wrong.
Yeah, we asked that question earlier this morning on social media, and here are some of the comments. Kofi Focus is saying, I think Gideon Mensah, Semenyo or Salisu, so he's not really far off. Clean Kingsley is saying Salisu, the Monaco defender, or Gideon Mensah, I guess. So they are looking at Salisu or Gideon Mensah. Sami Blessing is also saying, please, is Semenyo or Gideon Mensah? They were there before the rest. And Fifi August is also saying Gideon Mensah. Isaac Kojo Praise said Gideon Mensah. And Of course, Mysterious is also saying Gideon Mensah. Magnon is saying Gideon Mensah. I think the main person they've been mentioning on the list is Gideon Mensah. And of course, for context, Gideon Mensah has played in the Black Stars for quite a while. He's even been there before Semenyo joined back in 2022, just before qualifying for the World Cup. And so it's not really a surprise that his name is coming up, but I think this is something that maybe Augustine and then Ernest can answer as to whether they even thought Gideon Mensah will be in the running for captaincy.
Yeah, of course. I mean, obviously,
Cup,
Gideon
right?
has been with the Black Stars since 2017, 18, and he's been coming. So he's not starting this game, is he?
No, he's not.
No, so he's not starting. So I assume if Gideon started this game, he'll be captain. Semenyo, Salisu, all of them came around the same time prior to the 2022 World Cup. And Gideon is senior to all of them. Atizigi actually would have been captain as well because he's the longest serving member of this current team, without, he got into the team even before Kudus, you know. So if Atizigi started this game, I assume he would be captain. So if he's not there, Semenyo maybe naturally is the oldest because Abu Francis is not older in the team compared to, and then the rest of them. So I believe Semenyo's decision to make Semenyo captain.
Well, let's talk about the man on the screen, Antoine Semenyo. I mean, it's been a discussion that, yes, it needs a bit of nuance, but we've always been talking about it. Today he gets the armband. Even without the armband, he was struggling a bit to replicate his form in Bournemouth in England. Now with that armband, it could go two ways. It could be a motivating factor to say, okay, today I'm a leader, I need to deliver, there's more responsibility. Or it could put more pressure on him.
So I'm sure when he gets to the technical bit, Augustine Augustine played the three positions in attack. He could play left, right, in the center. So I'm sure he will be a better person to talk the technical part of this. But even in the Premier League now, you realize the last 3-4 games, Semenyo's flow, his performances haven't been the same. I don't know, but I watched the Cameroon and DR Congo game last night, and I watched the Nigeria-Gabon game. African football is so difficult. It is so difficult that you are not allowed space on the ball. You are not allowed space on the ball. So you can do all of the things you do in the Premier League or any major European league. When you're playing the African game, it is not the same. That maybe explains why Semenyo may be struggling. Now, you look at his style of play, and Semenyo likes to take the ball, kick it, and run. You don't get that done in the African game. Yes, against Japan, against South Korea, these are two different opponents who are not African teams. So he may show more or replicate what he's been doing in the Premier League. But hey, in the end, it's more technical than anything. I'm sure Augustine will have some thoughts on that.
I believe that, first of all, Semenyo is very humble. And so for the coach to give him the armband, I'm not surprised. He's very humble. I know the father personally because we played with his father.
Yes.
And so I know him personally. And the player, Semenyo, is very humble. Like Ernest stated, in the foreign leagues, it's different. One, the pitches are good. All the pitches in Europe are good. He can kick the ball and run. But assuming you want to kick a ball before you and run at the Accra Sports Stadium, how are you going to receive the ball at the end? And so technically, the African game, when we come to the African continent, it's extremely difficult. I watched the DRC Congo match against Cameroon. I watched Nigeria play Gabon and it's all right. One, Semenyo, you stated that his form for the national team. Yes, because you meet within 2-3 days, you are going to play a game. The cohesion might not be there. He trains day in, out day with Bournemouth. So they know him. When he's making that move, that pass is lying, coming in front of him. Like we've always complained about Williams, Iñaki Williams. He makes a move, he's not receiving the pass. So it becomes very difficult for these players to gel like we see them on television do week in, week out. So it's about how we come together, the number of times that we train together, and the services that you're supposed to provide to these players to see whether they can replicate what they are doing in their leagues out there. Yeah. So it's all technical. But once again, we'll give to the coach for giving the armband to lead this team. And like Ernest stated, if Gideon Mensah had started this match, he would have been the captain. Each time we've had that issue of giving the armbands to somebody, there's a confusion. Recently, we saw what happened.
So what's our criterion, actually? What's our criterion? Augustine, when you played, what was the criteria? Seniority, most influential?
I came into the national team when Kwesi Appiah was actually the captain. Okay. My first invitation was when Kwesi Appiah was the captain. And then he went to Pele. Okay.
So was Pele the next senior most?
Yes.
Possibly, yes. Pele was there in 82.
Pele and Kwesi Appiah were all both part of the 82 squad. Yeah. So both of them. But because Kwesi was basically here and had been with the team most, so he was given the armband. Yes. So he wasn't out of place though. But along the line, when Abedi was exiting the scene, in our time, it was smooth. Yeah. Dosena was our coach. We met in Cameroon before our first game. Sam Johnson was the oldest player in the team, who had earlier on played before CK Akono. Okay. He said he wasn't ready to lead the team. So we came together, voted CK Akono to be the captain.
So you voted?
Yes, it was a players. It was our choice.
But that's how it should be all the time.
It was our choice.
Deciding.
And CK was, and so there was no confusion. It was only when that the authorities wanted to take CK out of the team. That was where the confusion began. Because Osei Kufuor was his vice. The game that you were speaking to me off air about, the
Italy game.
When CK was a captain. When he went out, you could see the armband.
Was Kufuor? Yes, Kufuor who wore the armband. Yes.
But in this case, CK was playing well, Kufuor was playing well. And then they wanted to take the armband from CK and give to
Kufuor. This was prior to 2000, and it was horrible. And we almost repeated this few years ago with the Kudu's captaincy issue, etc. So that if it's seniority,
I don't know why we always do that. This should not be an issue.
If it's seniority, seniority.
If somebody has been there for that long, and the person is a disciplined player, very humble, knows how to lead, then giving the armband to that person has no... Look, me, I captained the national team for one game, yes. But then, in the national team, each time we went somewhere, I was asked to speak on behalf of the team. Why was that? Because the coach felt that I had something that I needed to give.
Mr. Stylish.
During Olympic Games, 96 in America and all that, I was a spokesperson for the team. And CK was the captain. When Dosena took over, yes, CK was a captain, but Dosena could call me behind and tell me to speak to the boys.
So there was a leadership team.
So, yes, you look at that quality, and then... we are where we are because the authorities always want to create problems. But this time around, I don't think if Gideon was part of the team,
or even if Atizigi had started, I'm sure they would have.
We'll be heading into the discussion and predictions ahead of kickoff, which is just around the corner. In about 25 minutes, the Black Stars face the Samurai Blue of Japan. We'll be back right after this break.
My YouTube channel. Today, action! The final touch. There we have it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Take 5 minutes, guys.
People, the hustle is real, but Ghanaians are pushing it. I have been so inspired by what people are doing. If you now, you know, do for yourself. Nobody will do for you, so you for do now.
Every step, every story, and every hustle. We're backing your journey. Together, let's build that dream from the start to something spectacular. MTN.
What? My show is my Oba Patofum. Never so being here. Now, only as come here, Mama Missus, and you can't be too much. My way so far, so I never know. A woman, she say,
utimi di buseni a onimru 74 years ebe ka ho said be asem 2 said asem 2 mi a we need to anka won sem sike fia mi tua ne busumi bia no eso fa so no me frɛ omo apɛ ina omo ba me moa ene se obi abo ma ba so yi me didi na eye na enfa so
Mr. Wakai say owura boatin se wanfa ne papa anhye my way insurance ni mu a enka fa so de we nyina ka onya aya kai say abribia obey my way insurance no odi obusuani mapa baako ebe hye so ebetumi aya wo yire ukunu umame upapa unua ana oba nipa bia odi ne beka ho no say nipa no wontu ahwe phone ne dial *165#. Oh, MTN so say sia. Send my way. Can say no way.
In the beginning, life feels heavy. But then hope arrives. *446# saves you in the Dewa Chop Money draw at 10 a.m.
Congratulations.
Give your dream a chance. Even better. Like life, Dewa 539 gives another chance for those who miss their morning Chop Money draw to get lucky in the daily Dewa Rush Hour draw at 1:30 p.m.
Play every day.
And you may draw no social life. Dial *446#. Nika Dewa 539 direct Lotto no. Make this 7 o'clock and you may be
24 hours, 3 daily draws at 10 a.m., 1:30 p.m. and 7 p.m. Dewa 539 is designed to save you in the moments that matter most. Play every day, win every day. Dewa,
Revive your energy and vitality to increase your performance.
Bring out your energetic, passionate self. Go further. Chase the fun wherever it leads and stay refreshed for more. Take the lead, win the crown, and transform to your higher self. Choose blue and unleash the true you. Choose your rhythm. Explore and discover more of your persona. Blue Jeans Energy Drink for high performance and endurance. In shops nationwide. For bulk purchase, contact Budget Cash and Carry Limited on 028 128 190 0550 01 0000.
This advert is FDA approved.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, actually, the final touch that we have it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Take 5 minutes, guys.
People, the hustle is real, but Ghanaians are pushing it. I have been so inspired by what people are doing. If you now you know do for yourself, nobody will do for you. So you for do now.
Every step, every story, and every hustle. We're backing your journey. Together, let's build that dream from the start to something spectacular. MTN.
What? My show is my home back. Oh, Papa Tofum, never so being here scan. Now, only a scan here. Mama, Mrs. Yen, I can't be too much. My way so fast on every no. Sikefia, Michano Busumi Biano, a so fast on no. Before my pet, you know, mobile memoir, and it's so be a bomb about you. Baby dinner, yena and fast.
Aya kai say, abribia obey my way insurance no. Odi obusuani mapa baako ebe hye so. Me kyerɛ sɛ ofiri mu nko ade a yɛbɛkɔ wo mu a. Na wana wo yɛ my way insurance no de. Yɛbɛkɔ wo mu a abra wo kɔ yade krankro. Yade anankwanhia abubu agu a wo yɛ wo ho hwea enye. Impo wakoda yaresabia ebro namienu. Sɛ wadi 18 ekopin 59 a wo apomudin a ubetumi abeka my way abusia no. Phone ne dial *165#. Ewo MTN so say sia. Send my way a. Ka say no way.
Welcome back to the live coverage of the Kirin Challenge Cup. In just about 19 minutes, we'll be seeing Japan versus Ghana live here on TB3. And remember that this coverage is proudly brought to you by MTN everywhere you go. And then we also do have Hisense Electronics everyday prizes for everyday people. There's Dewa Chop Money, and it's a fat when it comes to Dewa Blue Jeans energy drink for high performance and endurance. You know where to go. And there's My Way, and yet My Way, Kase No Way. And there's My Life as well. Live more, get up to 17,840,000 plus Ghana cedis free cover for one selected family member with My Way Insurance. Now you just have to dial *165# to join now. Terms and conditions do apply. And so we're just a few minutes to kick off. I'm still here in the studio with Dr. Ernest Cranting, Augustine Ahemfo, and Bill Eshen. Let's now zoom into the match itself. I spoke to Chris Houghton earlier in the week, and he mentioned that with the Kirin Cup, Otto needs to find the right balance. Right balance in the sense that you want to also give the French players a chance, but you also want to ensure that the players that you do know get the chance to play together and continue to build chemistry. Do you think he's got that right balance with this lineup?
I don't know. There are players who are still out. There are players who are still injured, and I keep mentioning the future of this team because you always have to consider the young players who are coming through. So again, like I've been saying, you always have your core of what, 12 to 15 players maximum. This World Cup, I'm waiting for FIFA's policy on how many players will go, but I assume maybe between 27 and 30. You will rotate and get maximum 17, 18 players playing because you also need that cohesion even on the pitch, that chemistry on the pitch, so that if you toss and change too many times, it will be difficult to get them playing the way they ought to play. I will take this Ghana team and compare it to everything the world champions are doing, Argentina, and maybe some of the major teams that can win the next World Cup, like France. I will mention Portugal, because they are having their own challenges. But France, especially, and to some extent, what's the name? England, you know, and Spain actually. So you look at what their coaches are doing, and aside the core of 15, 17 players, they appear a group of players who are on the periphery so that they can come in at every point in time. Otto appears to be doing something like that. He's been consistent with some of the players who come in when he calls up squads. Some don't necessarily play. I still feel there are a few of them out there who may come in as we go along. But this is a massive opportunity for many who are starting the game and the ones who come off the bench. I don't expect. If results is a big thing, there maybe in the second half you may want to look at the goalkeeper. Depending on how things go, you may want to look at left back, right back, midfield, and even attack. But more importantly, opportunities for the ones who have not been playing regularly to show what they can do in this game.
Let me come to you, Augustine. Japan themselves, they are taking this match quite seriously. We do have Kubo from Real Sociedad, and then there's also Duan from Eintracht Frankfurt. They've posed challenges to this Ghana side in some friendlies that we faced. There you can see, the head-to-head between Ghana and then Japan. The last time that the two teams met was in this same Kirin Cup. It was by 4-1 that Ghana lost by. But before that, Ghana actually beat them by 2-0. Where do you see this match, given that Japan themselves are also taking this match quite seriously?
I think Japan loves Ghana. We've been invited severally for this cup, and it is good. I think it's a bond that we share for these two countries. Let me touch on what Ernest stated. When you want to build a team, one thing I've always said is that you communicate. You should be communicating all through.
Regularly.
Kudus, we know, has not been fit. He's not played a couple of matches or so. And so the coach is envisaging that he plays against Arsenal because when they return, they are playing Arsenal. I believe that it is a friendly match, yes. But you said Japanese team have a very strong side. We should always try to present our strong team, whether friendly matches or not, so that we can build on it.
Okay.
But we lack that aspect of our team building because we keep on not attaching so much importance to the team build-up, but then we want to engage in friendly matches. This is the time for the likes of Thomas Partey and the rest to be in the team, whether they are going to play 90 minutes or 40 minutes or 45 minutes, so that we can have a solid team. Because it's a World Cup that lies ahead of us.
Yeah.
And we need to put our very good foot step ahead. So this friendly match should have given us that opportunity to bring together our strong side like the Japanese have done. Because that is where you are able to know where you fall short and where you can add up and all. So I believe that going forward, let's make sure that even if it's a friendly match, we make sure we communicate and communicate well so that the team will be very strong, whether we are playing Afghanistan or in Ghana or whatever. And I stated about the other teams that feel will do very well in the World Cup. Argentina is playing Angola today. They've come from wherever they are.
From Alicante in Spain to Angola.
I think only 3 players or so, because of the vaccination, are not going to be present. This should tell you that the coach knows what he's doing. In the national team, you don't keep on changing players every now and then. Even though some of your core players might not be regulars in their teams, you still have to bring them.
Okay.
Because it's a team that you are building. How many times have we spoken about Maguire? Yet, when Southgate was there,
every time
he was there.
Every time.
That's how you build the national team. Because not every player in the system can perform in the national team. Not every player. Because there are players who are very good in their club side, but when they are invited into the national team, they can't do that. I've experienced that during playing for the junior national teams. Some players were playing very well, I don't want to mention them. But then when they come to Winneba, they couldn't perform. So you build a national team, not by every now and then changing your lineup. No. You should have that core players. And then you can begin to have some players that every now and then you can reshuffle and bring in and take out. Like I mentioned about Abu Francis. Very solid player, very tough.
Good player.
But for like, how many matches now he's not been invited? So when I saw his name in the list, I was like, really?
And he comes in and straight away he's starting.
What has happened to Razak Simpson?
That's also strange because Razak is playing regularly in the Premier League. And I say that if this guy was big for us last season, did well with the Premier League club nations and was in the national team, what has changed between that time and now? And we will have that conversation about the central defensive role in the Black Stars. I feel that if you take Jiku and maybe to some extent Salisu, we still have work to do in that area. So if Razak Simpson is playing, his leader is captain of Nations FC, why have we stopped calling him? You could make excuses for 3 months ago because the Ghana Premier League had not started. But even that, the goalkeeper was starting games for us. So it's the inconsistency. And I'm sure these are some of the concerns people raise about Otuado and the way he coaches this side. That what is the criteria if we're deciding to do anything? What's the blueprint for us? You call a player, Ghana Premier League hasn't started, but you call a player who plays with a Ghana Premier League club. He gets into the team and he starts. He's playing. Yeah. But then you have another who was part of the squad months ago. Ghana Premier League hasn't started. He's not called up. He's not playing. And Razak Simpson's case, and Augustine, thank you for raising this one. The central defensive part or department of the Ghana team should be looked at. Yeah. And there are many players who are playing. Razak Simpson is playing. I've mentioned how Nicolas Opoku is playing regularly in Turkey. Yeah. And between January and now, no Ghanaian defender has played more minutes than this guy. He doesn't get called up. Razak Simpson has started. He's playing every minute in the Ghana Premier League. He doesn't get called up. So if we appreciate what Otuado's criterion is for calling players, then we'll understand. Maybe it's the top 5 leagues in Europe.
Well, we'll go to Bill shortly. But as I mentioned, Japan are really taking this match very seriously. And even on their bench, you have Kamada of Crystal Palace. And then they also do have Wataru Endo of Liverpool on the bench. In the starting 11, there's the likes of Kubo, Minamino, Duan of Frankfurt, all in the team as well.
They play
and,
regularly
Bill,
at club level.
from the Ghana side, you know, how positive are Ghanaians from the lineup? Are they hopeful that the Black Stars can pull a surprise?
It's a mix. It's a mix of the two. And I'm going to take a look at some of the comments on social media. Michael Schofield is saying we are cooked in midfield for sure. He's not confident about the midfield lineup. Of course, Kwesi Sibo, Francis Abu would be in midfield. We have GNB official who is saying we'll go beat them like 3-0. Very confident score line there. I don't remember the last time the Black Stars beat Japan 3-0. I know they beating them 2-0, but not 3-0. And Impeccable Beam is saying these are some of the matches we should test Benjamin Asare if he's going to be our #1 in the upcoming World Cup. But see, he's been benched. And Spooky is saying win. And then Kwesi Terminator is saying, so we are going to experiment with Japan. And then Spydem is saying, I'm a Japanese fan, but I think they will lose. Semenyo will score 2 goals. Emmanuel Fosu-Mensah is saying, you don't want to test Asare. And then KDG is saying, let's humble Japan. Ed is saying, I don't trust this Jonas guy at all. Can't defend, can't pass, but hopefully he proves us wrong. And then Bediako is saying, good, Asare is not starting. Not be small goals you drink today.
But I mean, on Asare, the goalkeeping issue. I don't know. What do you guys make of it? It's logical not to start Asare, given he only arrived on Wednesday. Or do you
arrived in Japan on Wednesday.
Yeah.
The team arrived in Japan on Wednesday.
No, he arrived on Thursday.
He arrived Thursday morning. Sorry.
Just yesterday.
Just yesterday.
Yeah. So I think he trained once with the team in the evening.
Why? What was the reason?
Once again, there was no official communication.
Yeah, because we've known for months that we'll be playing Japan and South Korea in these matches. So if it was visa issues, ticketing,
or maybe he played in the super. He's played in the super clash against Kotoko.
It was a Sunday.
Yes,
he could have left Sunday evening,
Sunday night,
or even
Monday morning.
Yes, and then still be there.
And in 48 hours, he should be done on Wednesday.
So we can forgive them.
Maybe it is part of the plan not to start him. Let's not forget, Japan is the first team outside of the 3 host nations to qualify to play in this to qualify for the World Cup. So I assume that they have a very clear plan, and I'm not suggesting Ghana hasn't got a clear plan. Japan know what they're doing, and this is one of the games. So we also have to be sure what we're doing with this game, and I'm sure it's in Otoado's head.
But I mean, Otto himself said that Benjamin is #1, so we can assume maybe he's just given Joseph
enough.
Because Joseph has been called, I think, since the Unity Cup, but he's never had the opportunity to be in post. And if he doesn't get it now, from March going, I think Otto will probably be
but Unity Cup, that was in summer, summer.
Yeah.
Until now, how many games have we played?
I think
we played
about
2 matches during the Unity Cup,
and then
we played 4.
4 World Cup qualifiers,
so
6 games,
Yes, and we were playing the qualifiers.
Yeah.
We couldn't really risk him being in the team, so it's neither here nor there.
But why not start at TZG? What's Otto looking for? Is it what, his #2?
Is he looking for I think maybe he's looking for his #3.
#3?
Maybe he knows Atizigi and Benjamin are going for the World Cup. So I think maybe the 3 will be Wolocott, Manaf, Joseph.
Is Wolocott in the team?
No.
He hasn't been for a while.
But he was close to being #1 for the last World Cup.
Yes.
He got a finger injury.
Yes, but he wasn't. Yeah. So this is the point is there are 2 or 3 goalkeepers in the team now?
3. Yes, Asare, Annan, and then Ziggy.
Okay, but what's his name? Wolocott is not there.
Yeah.
Manaf is not there.
Yes.
So how could he be looking for #3 when there are 3 goalkeepers in the team already?
Maybe Joseph is not. It's not
not part of the team. Yes. No, I'm only asking the questions. I'm just asking.
But with just a few minutes to go to kick off, let me ask your expectation and then prediction. I mean, it's just a friendly match. Are you looking at the result? Are you looking at the performance?
It's not just a friendly match. You know, and it's one of the mistakes we make. Augustine kept saying, you can't be talking about just a friendly match with 7 odd months to the World Cup, you won't have so many opportunities. The next international break is in March.
Yeah.
That's a long time away, 4 months away. And then after March, the next one will be when you get together in June to play some friendly games. And those friendly games won't be
that tough.
Yeah, because you're days away from the World Cup. Even the players will be very careful. We've been there before. Yes, Akamiku comes to mind easily prior to Brazil 2014. So friendly matches in June won't give you much. However, the 2 games we play in March will be significant to whatever it is you're looking for, just like this game in November. So for me, it is not just a friendly match, or these 2 games, not just friendly matches. So the coach is going to have to go out with anything semblance of what he wants to see in 7 or 8 months' time. And that's how we should approach this game. I assume Japan will do the same. They've had a coach at the helm for several years. So he has some consistency. I will not worry too much about the results, rather than how we play and how we carry ourselves on the pitch throughout the 90 minutes.
For me, the results at the end of the day would not really be a problem for me, but how we perform, how we perform today. And I want to take from where Ernest ended. It is a friendly match, yes, but it is not just a friendly match. The Japanese team will just come at you. And I know that playing them over there, they will really start with that pace, the way they play. I have experienced that the Olympic team, for instance, we played them before we went to America. The first half we were losing, but we came back later on when we settled and we beat them over there. And so, yes, we are likely to see a very good game. But from the onset, you expect the Japanese to come at us. That's why we need to adapt certain strategies to outweigh them, to hold on, because they get a bit frustrated when you are able to hold on for a while. Then we can take advantage of them.
But what about you? What's your expectation?
Goals. I expect goals in this game. With the kind of lineup that we have and the number of key players I think are out, I do not feel as confident that Ghana can win, but I do think that Ghana will at least score a goal. I think it's probably going to end 2-1, 3-1 to Japan.
Bill is the bold one. He's gone with the prediction very early.
As for the prediction, yesterday I was watching the Nigeria match. Though they said they were going to win, but nobody predicted 4-1. But they ended up.
And the game was very close for the 90 minutes.
Extra time. But just on the system, we've seen Otto switch between the 3-back 4. Is it healthy?
It is not. It is not.
Do you think he needs to set his sight on one formation, or is it good to experiment and have a backup?
Thank you very much. So when you talk about the DNA, what is the DNA?
How you play.
So in terms, when it comes to football, the DNA should be your system, your format. So what is the DNA of Ghana as we speak? I've heard people talk about agro. What is agro football? Are we going out there to go and play with kids there? No. Our DNA should be our format. So that, assuming he's playing 3-5-2, the Black Stars should play 3-5-2. The Satellite should play 3-5-2. The Starlight should play 3-5-2. That is the DNA. Your DNA is that. So I have not been able to pinpoint what format Otto wants to apply. Because like you stated, some games you've seen back 4, other games you've seen back 3. The last game we played against Comoros, it was a back 3. Being Ajete, Juku, and Salis. We've had matches that we've had back 4. So I think it's only the coach who will be able to let us understand what sort of format he has been using or he intends using going into the future. Other than that, we'll just keep on changing the format, which will not be better for us, because I felt that in the qualifiers, each time Kudus was shifted to the right, the team played well. When they shifted him in there, we were found wanting. Each time Kudus was shifted to the right, like he's done with Tottenham, you see that we have the openings and spaces. But when he comes in, there's a problem. So once again, it depends on the players, the materials that you have. and the system to apply. But for national teams, our system should be fixed. Any team, any coach comes in, I'm in charge, I'm playing 4-4-2. It should be fixed. So any player that comes in will be able to slot in easily.
And today he's actually going with a back three of Jerome Opoku, and then there's Kojo Pepra, and then there's Jonas Adjeti.
And how quick is Jerome Opoku? Yeah. If you are playing a 3-back.
And I assume he'll play on the left.
Yes.
How quick is he? Maybe it will work out. Let's see.
So what do you make of the system?
Well, but I guess he said everything. He's played the game, so he understands how important these things are. You know, and there's nothing wrong doing the comparative analysis all the time. You look at the teams going into the World Cup, and I've got very high expectations of our team that we are not going to the World Cup to add up to the numbers. We're going because we want to make an impact, and we've been there before. We were on the verge of reaching the semi-finals until some unfortunate decision-making on the pitch 15 years ago, or 15 and a half years ago, yes. So you take the Spanish team, you take the Argentine team, you take the English team, you take, to some extent, the Portuguese team, name them. The teams, French team, the teams we believe may win the World Cup a little over 7 or 8 months from now. And they have some level of consistency, the way they line up, the way they play and all of that. It doesn't change. You get it. Roberto Martinez has been Portugal coach as long as Otoado has been. I mean, what, a little over a year, 2 years, something. Yeah, Deschamps has been there longer. Scaloni has been there longer. And Tuchel is even the latest when we talk about these coaches taking over. A year so. So clearly, we've got to be consistent with the way we look on the pitch and play on the pitch, so that when you bring in players, the players will know where to slot in. If it's club football, even today, club coaches are pushing to have a certain number of controllable players. As in, some club coaches will tell you, we need 25 and not more. And then we'll augment that with players coming from the youth ranks or juvenile teams throughout the season. So what is our style? What's our DNA, as Augustine mentioned? So that we pick players to fit that DNA or to fit that style on a regular basis. Rather than you have the same pool of players. Today we do a back three. Tomorrow is a back four. I do not feel that is consistent enough. You know, you watch. I watched the French game yesterday against Ukraine. And when they appeared, they were struggling in the first half to score goals, even create chances. I said, these guys will break these Ukrainians down.
They brought another striker.
And that's exactly what they did. You get it. When a player goes out of the team, it is not a struggle who replaces him, because the guys have been there. They know what they're doing. They know. So Manu Kone comes in. There's no, the French player who is at Milan, what's his name? The Rabiot. Yeah. Rabiot is not around. Yeah. They bring back Kante, they bring Manu Kone, and they play the same double pivot. Easy. So it depends on what your style is, what your DNA is, what your orientation is. And that must inform the players you call into the team. But you don't keep swapping regardless of the players you've got in camp. But again, Otto is the coach. He's qualified us to go to the World Cup. So often we say that he knows better. So we leave him to do what he's doing. We're here to share opinions and make contributions to how better we can look. But in the end, he is the decision maker.
Well, let's go to Bill just to keep us up to date on what's going on social media ahead of the match.
Yeah, Jasper is very happy that Semenyo is captain. He's seeing Captain Semenyo, more hits for him. And then Gail Binti is saying, wishing Brandon Thomas Asante a goal today. Of course, he was a player of the month back in the championship, and so he's been in very, very good form. Aidiasi Kaisedo is saying, good to see new faces in the lineup. We hope that they perform well. And then Blackie is also saying, what's the composition? Is it a 4-2-3-1, a 4 what? Benji has already given his prediction. He thinks Japan will win by 4-1. That's a huge scoreline. And then Basa City is saying it's a must-win game today. Son of a Prophet is saying we go for the win, guys. Score them wutu wutu. Leo D is also saying go for the win. Gerard is saying good luck. And then Brad Poli is also asking why Asari is on the bench. And he believes that this game was the one to test him. And then Habibat is saying the start of Joseph Anang is not bad. Didn't we know we have 2 good goalkeepers? And then we also have Benjamin Asari in there as well. And so, yes. And then Rio Drizzle is also saying Joseph Anang is better than all our goalkeepers. We hope to see how he performs against Japan. This is definitely a litmus test for him.
Or definitely a litmus test. And we'll be crossing over to the feed quite shortly. But let's talk about, Otto Addo. It's been a difficult past maybe a year and a half for him. The conversation on Otto is almost like polar opposites. There's really no in between. There are those who want him in, and there are those who, regardless of his achievements, want him out. I don't know, which side of the scale do you fall on, and what have you made of his second stint as Black Stars coach?
Like you stated, rightly so. If you look at the qualifiers for the AFCON, we didn't do well. But the World Cup, we've done well. So, for me personally, I have not been one of those who was calling for his head. But one thing that I think he should do and do it well is to not engage sometimes with journalists. Recently, there was this, whether it was an agenda or a setting up, about some players who, after the qualification, had players to come and play for Ghana, and then I was praying that he did not comment, but he commented. Because between now and the World Cup, like Ernest stated, 7 months away, you can't tell me that if one of those players mentioned is playing so well, like you can't do without that player, you say that what? You are going to invite the player because Ghanaians don't want. You are the coach. If we've given you the support to handle the team, don't be engaged in certain agendas and also comment, because we all have brought into this to comment about players who either want to come and play or not. As a coach, I think that after the team not qualifying for the AFCON, I think he went back, reflected on things that he needed to do, and he's done that perfectly. So you could see that during the qualifiers, for the World Cup qualifier, the last matches that we played were solid. And one area that we've improved on that I appreciate and commend them for is we now seem to score more goals when we have set pieces. Unlike previously when we kept having 10 corner kicks and not score 1 goal. But if you look at the goals that we scored recently, most of them have come from corner kicks. And that's one area that we've improved on. Because I always say the national team, to bring players together, is not difficult. You meet 2-3 days. But what you have to do is to firm up your strategies, your format, which includes set pieces and all. So within this short space of time, he's been able to improve that aspect of our team, which I commend him for that. I think he brought in a free kick specialist or something who is part of the
set
team.
piece specialist.
Like Arsenal have done. Now when you are playing against Arsenal and there's a corner kick, it is either a goal or almost about scoring. So that area I want to commend him, and I want him to keep his composure. Keep his composure. You are a coach. You decide what the team needs to do. And then who will support you? We can only come in when it doesn't go well. So he should be himself and not be engaged with sometimes journalists when they pose questions. And like one match he asked a question, so I've been a scout for 6 months, and then the journalist was like, okay, so now I see you as a better scout than the coach.
Yeah.
For me personally, I don't think it was right.
At least we saw them reconcile. But we'll go for a quick break here. When we come back, we'll be trying to get you the feed for the match between Japan and Ghana.
revive your energy and vitality to increase your performance.
Bring out your energetic, passionate self. Go further. Chase the fan wherever it leads and stay refreshed for more. Take the lead, win the crown, and transform to your higher self. Choose blue and unleash the true you. Choose your rhythm. Explore and discover more of your persona. Blue Jeans Energy Drink for high performance and endurance. In shops nationwide. For bulk purchase, contact Budget Cash and Carry Limited on 028 128 190 0550 01 0000.
This advert is FDA approved.
What? Marshall with Omba. Papa Tofum. Never so being here, scan. Now, only a scan here. One man is saying, I come to Musa. My way so far, so I never know. And one was saying, Mono, with me the Busenia, only 74 years. Ever come. Said about Assem 2 said Assem 2 me. We need to try and come with them. Sikefia, Michano Busumiano, a so far so no. Before my pet, you know, mobile memoir, and it's so be a bomb about you. Baby dinner, Yena and Faso.
Monsieur Wakai say, Ora Boating, so I'm funny papa, I share my way insurance no more. And come for to do when you I say, I bring you obey my way insurance no. What do boost your name up tobacco ever sheso? Ever to me, I yere, Ukunu, Umame, O papa, Unia, and now Oba, Nipper be our dinner back on or send upon one tiashi. Foul phone, net dial is *165#. Oh, MTN Susis.
อาซันเต้นะครับได้จังหวะจบเหมือนกันนะครับลูกเปิดของเคิร์แล้วมันมีฉลับนะครับก็เลยมาตั้งให้ครับแต่ว่าจังหวะยิงก็อาจจะไม่ค่อยถนัดเท่าไหร่นะครับโดนประกบติดโดยซูซูกิขึ้นมาก็ตายได้เหมือนกันนะครับแต่ว่าอยากให้คุณผู้ชมได้ดูนะครับจังหวะเวลานักเตะญี่ปุ่นเคลื่อนตัวที่ไม่มีบอลเนี่ยครับโอ้ต้องบอกว่าเคลื่อนที่ได้น่าสนใจมากๆนะครับ
น่าสนใจจริงแต่ว่าทำยากครับต้องใช้ร่างกายเยอะครับเตะมุมโดนโมงเช็ดปักใส่ด้วยซ้ายเดลิเคอร์แล้วโอ้โหจะตอกส้นต่อมาครับอาร์เจนตี้แต่ว่าลูกนี้นี่มันผิดเหลี่ยมไปหน่อยครับ
2 โอกาสซ้อนๆดูอีกทีครับยิงยัดมาแล้วได้เปลี่ยนทางนะครับโอ้ลูกนี้ถ้าตรงกรอบนี่ตีเสมอได้เลยนะครับลูกนี้พอดูแล้วนี่น่าจะไม่ทันแล้วครับฮายากาวะ
ขาตายไปแล้วด้วยนะครับยิงของเดลิเคอร์มาฉลับคนนี้อาร์เจนตี้นานๆจะมีโต้ตอบสักทีแต่ก็มีเสียวเหมือนกันนะครับทางฝั่งของกาน่าลูกตั้งเตะอาจจะทำได้ดีกว่าเพราะส่วนใหญ่จะเป็นผู้เล่นที่ตัวใหญ่กว่าบอลตรงกลางครับคูโบะโอ้ยัดมาให้มินามิโนะพลิกเลยเติมมาทางซ้ายแล้วนากามูระบรรจงจ่ายมาโดอันโอ้โหเจอชาร์จพอดีครับนิสึโดอันคราวนี้วางได้ซ้ายแต่ว่าไปตรงพอดีครับ
โอ้ดูครับเกมของญี่ปุ่นนะครับบอลจังหวะเดียวครับแล้วเมื่อกี้นี่คือเลือกนิสึโดอันเลยนะครับวิ่งขยับมาจากทางขวา
จ่ายมาแล้วยิงไม่ค่อยถนัดครับปีนี้กับแฟรงก์เฟิร์ตเลี้ยงตัดแล้วก็ยิงเองนะครับทำได้บ่อยครับตอนนี้เริ่มผูกไปตรงกลางแล้วครับนิสึโดอันนี่ครับ
ก็เอามินามิโนะนะครับไปอยู่ทางขวาแทนนะครับก็มีการสลับตำแหน่งบ้างนะครับ
ตัวนักเตะหลายคนมันเล่นได้หลายตำแหน่งครับพอได้บอลก็ไม่รู้จะสวนยังไงซูเลมาน่าต้องตั้งคืนหลังก่อนครับมาซิชิโบเนี่ยกลับมาคืนหลังโอโปกูก่อนเลยครับอาซันเต้เจอพิงลูกนี้แล้วก็ฟาวครับทางนั้นมินามิโนะครับไปตัดฟาวอาซันเต้ครับ
ก็จะไปล้วงบอลนะครับโดนจับฟาวซะก่อนครับ
บอลก็มันเริ่มในแดนหลังก่อนครับวันนี้ไม่ไหวแค่เจอบีบครับแม่ขอโทษเพื่อนครับแต่ด้านของอาร์เจนตี้ออกบอลช้าไปหน่อยครับพอออกบอลช้าปุ๊บญี่ปุ่นวิ่งเข้าหาตัวเลยนะครับเดลิเคิร์นหยอดมาให้ครับวิ่งแข่งกันไปแต่ว่าวันนี้ต้องชมคนนี้ครับฮายากาวะนี่ไม่รอเลยครับออกมาเก็บตกเลยนะครับมาเคลียร์ทิ้งก่อนนะครับ
ผมเผาก็เซตมาเรียบร้อยอยู่แล้วครับไม่ต้องกังวลเรื่องนั้นครับคอยดูเกมอย่างเดียวครับวันนี้
จะมองข้ามช็อตไปหน่อยครับเผื่อไปถึงนากามูระเลยครับแต่ว่าซาโนะรอดักอยู่แล้วครับซาโนะนี่วิ่ง90 นาทีนี่ไม่มีหมดเลยครับ
ฟอร์มโดดเด่นมากๆนะครับในบูเดสลีกา
ต้นสังกัดอาจจะฟอร์มโดยรวมไม่ดี
ใช่ครับ
ฟอร์มส่วนตัวเด่นครับในของไคชิซาโนะหมายมีปัญหาที่เกมรับนะครับนี่ก็เลยลุ้นหนีตกชั้นอยู่ครับจับแล้วมันยาวไปหน่อยครับเกือบไปเหมือนกันครับซาโนะยังดีปั๊มกันได้ครับไวกว่า 9-1 ครับซาโนะไปปั๊มแล้วก็ได้ทุ่มจะให้ใครครับธนากะปาดเข้ากลางมาครับมีโดอันรออยู่แล้วก็ฟาวไปแล้วครับอายาเซไปโดนผลักก่อนครับ
จอดพลิกนะครับแต่ว่าเจอตัดฟาวไปก่อนนะครับเวดาก็ผ่านครึ่งชั่วโมงพอดีนะครับคุณผู้ชมนะครับสามารถร่วมเชียร์ทีมชาติไทยนะครับด้วยบูสปิริตเดียวกันกับไดกินนะครับนี่ก็เพิ่งเฉือนชนะสิงคโปร์มานะครับต่อ2เดี๋ยวอีก1 เกมเจอครับในเอเชียนคัพรอบคัดเลือก
จะดูยากเย็นหน่อยแต่ว่า ว่าปีนี้ก็ต้องยอมรับว่าสิงคโปร์เขาก็ดูดีขึ้นด้วยนะครับ
ใช่ครับ
มีตัวโอนมีตัวอะไรมาด้วยครับเข้าช้าลูกนี้ย้ำเข้าไปครับฟรานซิสอาบูบอลสั้นญี่ปุ่นครับนากามุระซูซูกิเก็บตกได้ครับตั้งกันใหม่ก่อนแล้วครับเพราะว่าลงไปรับกันลึกนะครับบอลทะลุตรงกลางมาปล่อยไหลมาให้ต้องเตะทิ้งไปก่อนครับโอโปกูแล้วจัดสวนเร็วครับยีดันยี่ไหลมาซูเลมาน่าวนโอ้โหเจอ2ซูเลมาน่าจับบอลยาวแล้วลื่นไปเองนะครับโดนฉกไปได้ครับนากามุระตัดในมาแล้วครับมาพักตรงกลางก่อนครับรอตัวเติมครับขวามีโดอันขยับมาครับวัตนาเบ้ฝากมาครับนิซิโดอันกลับหลังไว้ก่อนครับวัตนาเบ้ก็ดึงช้าเลยครับรอให้นักเตะการหน้าขยับขึ้นมาหน่อยครับซูซูกิทะลุมาทางริมเส้นอีกแล้วครับนากามุระพยายามจะตัดในหนียีดันยี่มาได้วนหลบมาให้เอาทานากะลิซึโดอันจิ้มคืนกลับมาครับคุโบะให้มาทานากะอีกทีหนึ่งทานากะคลึงก่อนครับคืนหลังดีกว่าครับวัตนาเบ้คือการครองบอลอาจจะไม่ห่างกันเยอะแต่ว่าเป็นการครองบอลที่อยู่ในแดนหลังของตัวเองนะครับคือพวก3เซนเตอร์ครับของทางการหน้า
เปอร์เซ็นต์ห่างกันนิดเดียวนะครับแต่ว่าจังหวะเข้าทำก็อย่างที่เราเห็นกันนะครับว่าญี่ปุ่นดูอันตรายกว่านะครับแล้วก็นำไปแล้ว
ฟาวไปแล้วครับเรนยี่นะครับตามมาทำฟาวนากามุระเลยครับนี่เป็นตัวสำรองทางฝั่งญี่ปุ่นสักครู่
กามุระนี่ก็เล่นอยู่กับแรงนะครับในลีกฝรั่งเศสนะครับ
ทีมญี่ปุ่นไม่ได้เร่งอะไรนะครับคือพอนำ1-0แล้วก็เล่นตามจังหวะครับไม่ได้เร่งมากซาโนะเบิ้ลคืนหลังมาก่อนครับซูซูกินากามุระกลับมาครับซูซูกิโดนบีบไล่มาแล้วครับซูเลมาน่ายกข้ามฝั่งมาเลยครับวัตนาเบ้จิ้มเข้ากลางมาเกือบเบาไปหน่อยครับโดอันแก้ไขก่อนครับทานากะจะเอาฟาวไม่ได้ครับเซเมนโยลุยมาก่อนครับทานากะให้มาครับโดอันจากนั้นเอาตัวอันโดบนครับบนพุทธศิลป์ที่4ครับก็จะได้ฟาวครับซูซูกิลุยมาอีกแล้วครับให้มาซ้ายสุดครับนากามุระเจอกับยีดันยี่กระชากหนีมาแล้วก็มาขาอ่อนไปหน่อยครับนากามุระยีดันยี่ยัดในเข้ามาให้ครับโอโปกูหัวทิ้งมาเลยครับโอ้โหไม่มีใครเลยครับซันเต้ต้องบอกเพื่อนใจเย็นๆครับเพื่อนบอกเย็นไม่ไหวครับญี่ปุ่นมากันบ่อยเหลือเกินจะแทงทะลุอีกแล้วครับ
ก็มีจังหวะเกมของกาหน้านะครับมีวุบวาบอยู่ช่วงหนึ่งนะครับช่วงที่ได้ลุ้นทำประตู2 ครั้งติดตรงนั้นนะครับหลังจากนั้นก็เริ่มบุกไม่ค่อยขึ้นเหมือนเดิม
แล้วคนที่หายจากเกมไปเลยคือเซเมนโยครับกลายเป็นตัวที่มาคอยวิ่งไล่บอลครับแต่ว่าเกมรุกมันไม่ได้เลยครับบอลไม่ถึงเลยครับเซเมนโยเนี่ยไปบังนี้แล้วก็ลูกมันก็ลูกกลางอากาศมาตลอดครับเล่นไม่ได้ครับปกูงัดมาให้ครับดูดลงมาก่อนครับยกคืนย้อนหลังมาให้เดลิเคิร์นครับจับหลังมาโอโปกูไปที่อนังก่อนอนังก็รอขวดบอมอย่างเดียวครับอนังนี่หลอดเหลืองแทบแตกครับแต่ละลูกซัดเต็มหลอดเหลืองหมดครับมีนามิโนะพลาดไปเองครับโดนฉกคืนมาได้ครับซีโบโดนบีบเร็วมาต้องคืนหลังครับครับมีโอกาสได้ลุยขึ้นมาซ้ายวิ่งทำทางไปแล้วครับเดลิเคิร์นครับโอโปกูจังหวะมันขาดไปแล้วครับซิโบกำลังจะสวิตช์เปลี่ยนฝั่งครับซิโบบอลตอกส้นมาให้ซูเลมาน่าไม่ถึงครับอาซันเต้จังหวะพลิกซิโบแข็งแกร่งกว่าครับซูเลมาน่ายัดในมาอีกทีหนึ่งก็ยังตามมาปั๊มได้ครับซูซูกิมินามิโนะครับพลิกกลับไปโปรยสินเป่าไปแล้วครับมีนอนกองอยู่1 คนครับ
ก็เป็นทางซิโบครับจังหวะเหยียดขาไปชิงบอลเมื่อสักครู่นี้นะครับเจ็บไปแล้วเนี่ยตรงนี้ครับ
ไปเหยียบบอลแล้วขามันยืดนะครับ
นี่จังหวะไปเหยียบบอลแล้วครับโอ้โหแล้วก็ฉีกมาเลย
ดูภาพครับโอ้ยังดีแค่มันตึงนะครับข้อเท้ามันไม่พลิกไม่บิดอะไรนะครับแล้วเป็นคนที่ตัวใหญ่ด้วยครับควาซิซิโบ
ประตูของมินามิโนะนะครับทำให้ญี่ปุ่นก็ยังนำอยู่ 1-0 อีกนัดหนึ่งนะครับของญี่ปุ่นก็จะเจอกับโบลิเวียนะครับได้ดูจังหวะได้ประตูครับโอ้โหโล่งเหลือเกินครับพยายามจะออกมาปิดมุมแล้วนะครับอานังมาแต่ว่ามันไม่ทันนะครับ
จะเจออีกเกมหนึ่งโบลิเวียในวันที่ 18
ใช่ครับส่วนกาหน้าก็อีก1นัดนะครับในการมาทัวร์เอเชียก็จะเจอเกาหลีใต้
ทำงานหนักเลยครับไคชูซาโนะเต็มตรงกลางคือหน้าที่หลักๆเลยจริงๆเป็นมิดฟิลด์ตัวรับนะครับ
ครับ
พอเล่นกับไมล์ที่แกเล่นต้องเล่นทั้งรุกทั้งรับด้วยครับแล้วถ้ากลายเป็น1แอสซิสต์ของเขาไปครับซาโนะ
ก็กลายเป็นว่าช่วงหลังก็พัฒนายกระดับฝีเท้าขึ้นมามากเลยนะครับไคชูซาโนะ
กลายเป็นหนึ่งในตัวแบกของไมล์ด้วยนะครับ
ครับตั้งแต่เรียกว่าซีซั่นที่แล้วนะครับซาโนะเนี่ยยิงเล่นยิงดีครับแล้วก็ดูวิธีการเคลื่อนที่ของเขานะครับเวลากาหน้าจะบิวเกมแกก็จะคอยจ้องเบอร์8ตลอดนะครับซิโบทำให้กาหน้าหลายๆจังหวะก็ไม่สามารถที่จะบิวขึ้นมาได้นะครับเพราะว่าจากหลังเนี่ยมันส่งขึ้นมาเป็นสู่ตำแหน่งกองกลางไม่ได้นะครับก็จะมีไคชูซาโนะเนี่ยครับรอชิงตลอด
ญี่ปุ่นเข้าคูด
เนี่ยดูครับเบอร์8ขยับปุ๊บก็ซาโนะขยับไปปิดเลยนะครับ
เพราะรู้ว่าจากนั้นซีโบจะเป็นตัวออกบอลนั่นแหละครับพอซีโบออกบอลไม่ได้นี่ครับที่พลิกขาเรียกว่าจะออกริมเส้นให้เพื่อนมาช่วยหน่อยครับบอลคืนกลับมาอีกแล้วครับอานังก็รอหวดอย่างเดียวครับอานังเลือกจ่ายมาโอ้โหเพื่อนโดนไล่มาแล้วครับคืนก่อนแก้ไขครับเลือกเตะทิ้งขึ้นหน้าไปก่อนครับอาเจตี้เก็บตกได้อีกแล้วครับดึงช้ารอเพื่อนไปเลยครับคานิกุชิให้ชิซูซุกินะครับ
มาดูนะครับมีคู่ตลอดนะครับเมื่อกี้เซเมโยลงไปตับนะครับวัตานาเบ้ก็ตามไปด้วยครับโอ้จบเกมนี้น่าจะตามไปถึงโรงแรมนะครับดูทรง
ธนากะให้มาแล้วสะดุ้งเนี่ยครับกูโบตามถึงโรงแรมสะดุ้งวันลั่นเลยครับเหมือนจะดูหงุดหงิดเพื่อนเหมือนกันแล้วนะครับเซเมนโย
ใช่ครับ
ในจังหวะที่พอให้บอลแล้วมันไม่ช่วยมันไล่กันเนี่ยแกเริ่มหันไปโวยเพื่อนครับตีกระโดนอัดอีกแล้วครับซาโนะแทกใส่ซะเลยครับเซเมนโย
คือมันกลายเป็นว่าเขาก็ได้เล่นค่อนข้างจะน้อยนะครับเซเมนโยลูกที่มาถึงมันก็ไม่ค่อยมีคุณภาพเท่าไหร่ครับ
ส่วนใหญ่จะเป็นลูกโด่งนะครับคือบอมทิ้งมาครับลูกโป่งมาครับแต่ได้ของอาบูด่วนลูกโป่งกันอีกทีครับฟาซิดอาบูอายาเซะโมงได้ตามมาแย่นิดนึงซีโบเอาบอลลั่นซะแล้วโดนฉกได้คูโบให้แล้วไม่ผ่านเลยครับโอ้ยังมีเจตตี้ตัวสุดท้ายครับมาดักเอาไว้ได้นะครับไม่งั้นเกือบ2เหมือนกันครับ
โอ้โหดูครับนิดเดียวครับถ้าจ่ายแล้วหลุดไปได้นี่ก็ได้ลุ้นจบเลยนะครับเวดาแต่ว่ามันติดนิดนึงเนี่ยครับน่าจะบิ้วเกมขึ้นไปก็ต้องระวังนะครับมันจะโดนตัดกลางทางเนี่ยครับติดอีกแล้ว
คือจ่ายช้าก็ไม่ได้จ่ายไม่แม่นก็ไม่ได้ครับวิสุโดอันครับขวามีแจกให้มาครับคูโบตัดในเข้าไปล้อจ่ายคัตแบ็กโอ้โหวิ่งเร็วเกินนากามูระมีนอนกองอยู่1คนนะครับผู้ตัดสินยังไม่เป่าหยุดเกมให้ตอนเป่าแล้วครับฟาซิลอาบูหยุดไปแล้วครับเดลิกเคิร์นนะครับโอ้ยนอนกองอยู่
จังหวะไปโถมไปหม่งนะครับแล้วก็ล่วงลงมาฟาดพื้นนะครับโอ้แล้วดูครับเกือบได้ประตู 2-0 นะครับเนี่ยให้แล้วจังหวะมันไม่ลงล็อกกันนิดเดียวครับมันย้อนหลังไปหน่อยนะครับลูกจ่ายของคูโบถ้ามาข้างหน้าอีกนิดนึงนี่วิ่งมาใส่ได้เลยนะครับ
เจตนาดีแล้วนะครับคือคนจ่ายก็จะคัตแบ็กกลับไปคนวิ่งก็จะวิ่งตัดมายิงนะครับแต่ว่าจังหวะทามมิ่งมันไม่ตรงครับตอนนี้จุกครับเดริกเคิร์นจังหวะหล่นแอคลงมานั่นเลยครับ แบ็กจอมบุกมีความเร็วนะครับ
กลุ่มตัวสำรองของญี่ปุ่นนะครับเอนโดครับเป็นนักเตะที่ติดทีมชาติญี่ปุ่นเยอะที่สุดนะครับวันนี้เป็นตัวสำรอง
สุกาวาระพวกนะครับนั่งเทกันอยู่รออยู่ครับโค้ชทีมชาติญี่ปุ่นก็ปวดหัวเรื่องการจัดตัวครับ
ใช่ครับ
ไปจัดยังไงครับตัวผู้เล่นมันก็ใกล้เคียงกันมากนะครับนี่แนวรับยังมีพวกโคยตาคุระอีก1 คนนะครับ
ครับทางเลือกเยอะจริงๆนะครับก็อย่างที่บอกครับว่าเป็นเจแปนเวย์นะครับในการสร้างนักฟุตบอลขึ้นมาเพียบเลย
ดูจังหวะซูเลมาน่าก็พยายามจะใช้ความสามารถเฉพาะตัวพาเลี้ยงกินตัวขึ้นไปแต่มันก็ยังไม่ผ่านครับซูเลมาน่าโอ้โหคูโบะทะลุมาแล้วเราไม่รู้กันครับแม่อายาเซฟพลิกกลับมาไม่ทันพุ่งไปแล้วครับมินามิโนะก็ไม่ถนัดเหมือนกันนานจะได้ลุยสักทีครับเดลิเคิร์นโอ้ข้างในก็แน่นครับต้องกลับหลังมาครับโอโปกูอันเจตี้ช่วงท้ายครึ่งแรกญี่ปุ่นก็ลงไปรับบ้างเลยครับซูเลมาน่าฝากขวามาครับญี่ปุ่นไม่ไล่แล้วครับเนี่ยเคาะกันไปต้องเลือกวางเอาครับข้ามมาครับเดลิเคิร์นอุตส่าห์พุ่งไปแล้วเพื่อนนั้นเปิดย้อนหลังครับ
ตอนนี้ก็เซเบโยนี่ชักเจ็บคอแล้วครับเพื่อนพลาดทีก็ต้องหันไปติวเข้มเพื่อนๆหน่อยครับโอ้โหจังหวะมันไม่ได้เลยครับวันนี้เนี่ยครับแกก็
เซเบโย
สื่อสารตลอดครับวันนี้
น้ำมันมวยไม่ต้องครับ
ครับ
ขอไมบาซินดีกว่าครับบ่นอยู่ทั้งเกม
ขณะที่นักเตะญี่ปุ่นเนี่ยถ้าลองสังเกตดูนี่คือจะไม่ค่อยบ่นกันเลยนะครับน้อยมากๆครับแทบไม่มี
คือญี่ปุ่นชุดนี้เนี่ยถ้าไม่ได้เป็นตัวจริงก็จะเป็นสำรองที่ลงมาประจำ
ใช่
มันก็เลยยังเข้าขากันอยู่แต่ว่าชุดนี้ของทางกาหน้าเนี่ยโอ้โหบางคนไม่เคยเล่นด้วยกันเนี่ยกับครึ่งทีมนะครับมันก็เลยต้องใช้เวลาในการจูนหน่อยเพราะว่าอัตตาโดเกก็เหมือนเป็นการลองทีมไปด้วยนะครับเพราะไม่ได้เรียกตัวหลักมาหลายคนแต่ปัญหาคือกลางมันเก็บบอลไม่ได้จริงๆครับจังหวะมีพื้นที่ครับเยเลยี่ใช้ความเร็วลุยฝ่ามาก่อนแต่ว่าเจอบล็อกอยู่2นะครับต้องดึงช้ากลับมาครับซูเลมาน่าคืนกลับหลังมาเลยครับโอ้สุดท้ายต้องมาตั้งกลับมาหลังใหม่ครับอาเจตี้ให้มาครับโอโปกูฝากทางซ้ายมาเดลิเคิร์นก็พยายามจะเลี้ยงตะลุยไปแต่ว่าก็เจอโดอันปิดตลอดครับเดลิเคิร์นเจตตี้ให้มาซิโบคืนหลังดีกว่าครับไปให้อานังโยนไปข้ามฝั่งมาครับโอโปกูโอ้โหโดนไล่มาอีกแล้วครับเจตตี้ต้องแก้ไขก่อนพยายามจะฝ่าแหวกมาเองครับโอโปกูโอ้โหเจอมา2หาจังหวะจะเตะอัดบอลชันแลบก็เก็บตกได้ครับทานิกุชิให้สั้นๆมาพลิกก่อนเจอไล่มาครับฮานากะแก้ไขก่อนแล้วโดอันเข้ามาเบียดได้บอลด้วยครับลิสือโดอันฝากให้มาคูโบตัดในมาเจอดึงทันทีครับฟาวครับทางด้านโอโปกูครับ
คล่องเลยครับดึงหลบไปแล้วครับโอโปกูไม่มีทางเลือกครับต้องฟาวไปก่อนเลยครับพอไม่งั้นก็กำลังจะกระชากเข้ากรอบเขตโทษแล้วครับคูโบ
ชุดนี้กับพวกจอมเทคนิคเยอะนะครับ
ครับ
เจอตัวมันเลี้ยงกินตัวได้ไม่ซ้อนนี่เสร็จเลยครับนาทีสุดท้ายนะครับไม่รวมทดเลยครับได้ลุ้นจากลูกตั้งเตะครับญี่ปุ่นก็จะเป็นตัวเปิดเหมือนเดิมครับคูโบะธนากะหลอกหน่อยครับคูโบะยอดไปตรงกลางได้โมงตั้งกลับมาใหม่ซูซูกิจิ้มมาโดอันไม่ถึงโดนแย่ซะก่อนครับต้องรีบคืนหลังก่อนครับเอาธนากะกลับหลังไปนู่นเลยครับอายากาวะอยู่ที่จะทดกี่นาทีครับตอนนี้
นาทีเดียวครับ
เกมไม่ค่อยได้หยุดนะครับนอกจากมีฟาวล์เล็กๆน้อยๆครับเพราะว่าการหน้าแกก็เล่นอยู่ในเกมเหมือนกันครับจะทดแค่นาทีเดียวครับต้องไปแก้เกมหน่อยครับอาโซอาโดเพราะว่าเกมครึ่งแรกมันสู้ญี่ปุ่นไม่ได้ครับยังดีที่สกอร์มันแค่ 1-0 นะครับ ดูเปิดมันโรยๆไปหน่อยครับแต่ว่าโดอันก็เข้ามาชนได้ก่อนนะครับเดริกเคิร์นช้ากว่า 9-1 ครับคูโบะให้มาครับโดอันจะฝ่าไปเองครับโดอันไหลต่อมาให้โดนแจนิดนึงแล้วก็ตามวิ่งไล่บีบมาเลยครับมินามิโนะอานังหัวตูมเดียวทิ้งไว้ก่อนอานังกุจิฮักโมงเช็ดมาครับซูซูกิก็คืนกลับไปครับพยากาวะ
ก็เปิดยาวมาแต่ละครั้งก็ไม่หลุดเลยนะครับ3กองหลังของญี่ปุ่นก็เก็บกินได้หมด
เซเมนโยเกก็ไม่ได้ตัวใหญ่อะไรด้วยนะครับโยนมาก็ไม่ไหวครับเจอวัตานาเบ้นี่รับกินทุกลูกเลยครับ
ก็จบครึ่งแรกนะครับประตูของทาคุมิมินามิโนะนะครับในนาทีที่16นะครับลูกจ่ายของไคชูซาโนะครับก็ทำให้ญี่ปุ่นนะครับเจ้าบ้านครับขึ้นนำการหน้าอยู่ 1-0 นะครับในครึ่งแรกครับก็เดี๋ยวช่วงนี้เราพักกันสักครู่นะครับแล้วก็กลับมาลุ้นเกมในครึ่งหลังกันต่อครับ
no power and my life. I will life when you're best something. Or didn't suck up pillar the pay. Wait, I can't. Let's see you. A Bema, why a Bema, why a Casa Bema, why a Bema, the Anisi table of floating with an in low. You know what I'm Yakanwa. Yakana to Bema in Sifik in Sisaka. Sir, Media Mekanyans have them. Me perfutu also. Said the Bayan continue to boil in the prison Abano. Back for life. And after for death. Men yes sir. Maka is for life. Me, man Shaka Yan Kabila for Jamie. Agama say Masaka me planting. Now when we make come from Uncle Craft, one penny for no movie when you know. Now you are planted here where you are being fire with Yanado. I can't. The more dead, says the wires.
For baby, I know be able to a guy. You be doing come kakra di amamo na ye wia best man ko su empire la atwa so e di amamo inshawan so 4.5 and me onipa mienu from a cement Vita. Obapa, good morning chairman. Na I want to say
apomu boko
edenyamiase rapani na bibia fine there
nyamiadom bibia kama
so agan wo kra de
oh wachado bibia ka nyamiadom nyamiadom ne drupa
ni mo ba no confess ana wo
man confess
ba no confess on me ma de zo di bu mo ba is a do anwumra buhu abeg awa pa minjo
all right mama etiefo ni atwefo nyina kwaba ewo insure power sports so na anopay die wapomuden ya ho hia yenti ye mamu nyina kwaba e de ba pensam company and kofa ba Dr. James Amwa ono na chasa wakofa edro nwanwa so Cement Vital Herbal Mixture and in capsules e de aba ejaman so na moti yanka say dia na mo amunim de edro cements etumi eye mesre me pacho pi oba de wo hwa e wo se wankasa no watenka no etimi ekosro ate ase na bibia aboa ama kyese wudru empemu a wonso so wakwakoye ohema na waje wo points se akoba ne se watenka ewo fom na se minua be me beba obeye style bia bi obedo kro obe bone homadin bia na so woda hotima enye fe enye kama aniti and no pay me but cements vital heba mixture and then capsules on the ru edi achewi ma wonsa enka edre ni bie sanse edre ekuta enwani nrosrunku bia ebeboa na watenka na ekofam watenka na ayira kra no ebetumi asan so ama na keka ne ho asori agina bie mu a wankasa no ebeye onwanwa sanso ena mo bre ewosisi yade ho no menua mema ne menua manom mesra momomodi ana momamunsa enka cements vital heba mixture ni bi and then capsules sanse edre eboa pa ewosisi yade mu wa wosisi yade na entumi ema wo mo adwuma bia ewose wo bono wonsa eka edro yi bia me cements vital heba mixture ene ne capsules na ebeboa enti bomaden a ne kokopɛ cements vital heba capsules ni bi ene ne mixture no ewo ba bia na chese wunya edro no a na afi wa frɛ yen ewo yen numbers 0244 718
0244
718 557 and our face 0241 604 702 na chesa wa frɛ na oni edi nkomo na afi ya ma code no odi wo frɛ wo se wo pe code no wakoto agan bo madi ane ka chesa wakoto agan ni bi na wo pe code no na yenso so ye beboa na chesa yetumi edi code no edi amount na make cements vital heba mixture and capsules one semi na me bo ye preke powder ne so enho dawro e dia chew na wonim se preke se ya ye die ya contain antioxidants and afa neuro protective properties bia e bo akoma ne ho ban na afa so esan so e bo adwen ne ho ban enti eye pa e ma wona wanya stroke me kire se wokopa ye preke se powder ne kire akwanya wa wanya stroke no e beboa ama kire se abo wadwen ne ho ban ansa na adwen no adameji kra ama cells aka no enso so akwa damage akofa oyene kese bi e dia brel ba modin asa obema wonsa aka ye preke se powder ni bi afei menua no ma mu konfitira mote ya obebrebe no wa wo wonsa ensisi so no preke se powder yi na make for e dia maun sa wonum bia oba wo menses na emma no beba ye pa na eba nso a ebesisi so kama a oya obia eni akire din afei mu am complaining samonsa ene mo nan ayetitriti no chesa munni atenka munni feelings be mun feel bibia no ba maden na ma wonsa enka cements vital heba mixture ne capsule so wia wa preke se powder preke se powder no na wo dia attach enti ne se agan etosin wo to cements vital heba mixture ne capsules no na mesre wo bo maden ama wonsa so etumi akaye preke se powder ni bi na wa wonsa kan wo be hu se edrei ebe ya anwanwa adwuma e dia ma ba maden a na sa wonsa eka edro yi bia watumi afrɛ yen ewa homa trufo iso na chese yetumi ama code no 0244 718 557 and our face 0241 604 702 abusia for mami nya idea kan mami nya be ma young no famo to aso
chawo henkwe chado aka mani die bebre but yen kan mema no so die bi
sure
mema ni bi wo ha chado odwonso no hu se dwonso ni ma pai mienu a o se oba be wontafo eye yare ena aba sebe o be manim eninti ne bomode so be kwakunya cements vital herbal mixture and capsules ni bi and I'm say benign prostatic hyperplasia eno ne yare a the moment abehu say odwonso no mu ache mienu na ba konam ha na ba konam ha enyentafo na aba be wo eyo how and about prostate ne ho enti bomode say the moment abehu this situation and now be observe this condition ewo wo bema ye odwonso as emaye bi odwonso as odwonso na ebu tot kwabra ne timi ko gina ho so odwonso be 3 minutes 4 minutes 5 minutes na Johnson on Johnson we obu on so a Johnson wa Johnson we but or yes say all anyway na ofili say ebi akam de bi abosa na say pelvic area no as wa yase na say mo edudu as kakra be na Johnson the moment abehu sa na me pa cha obomoden say won sa be ka dru a your friend cements vital herbal mixture and afi pre care natural powder ni bi o ka edru mienu we bomu a e bob modern pa e bo adwuma and I'm saying Intino and in Yoma be a more season in the Bomodin Sebako Intino Equita phytochemicals I boa and many pediana come now a conia bedi and Nini pediana qua biano a Jima say in a Timmy into you beme beer or shay and out and pay. Now Diana Quacoya Johnson how or Johnson and may ye do bebiana beman sabi a mush so do be bene muya or yad and dende or bo Harry Charles said Johnson denim Nasa one can one Johnson Nasabi or ye I say no. Most uncle na move here again Siemens Vita Herbal Mixture and then the capsules no we are not to pre-care natural powder no e dey aka ho ye formation be the bema unya boss formation lepe within the shortest possible time na sani omani na afi ho ama ho so atimi ato Richard obi de ye sciatic nerve no entine afi oto ase eba wonankokom no etimi twetwe du ba bi na on antekwa hwe ya na wo ye tu ahwe bomode se on sabeka adro bi we ni adro ne no enam nitric oxide e wo mu ntine beboa ama ntine na mu asisi ama moja ne ntimi nko enti du ba bi asa nanse achew du ba bi na won nan na yetitiriti won ante a won ntimi nante no eyini na de afi ho enso edi ama bomode se on sabek obi a oda ontiminda Richard enro na dwie na ye adwuma wie ye kokoda ye me no ka se obi antimi adanti na power bed me wabre because ni peduano say we ye adwuma na obra okokoda na osare energizing ni peduana ahoden esa ba ni peduanim but anajo be kokoda be ko up and down wo mpa so saa ade be na won sorry say won bra adwuma na already what brain advance we obi a wote sa eye muja no ene ntimi circulate ye but mo dey say on sabeka dro ni be Siemens Vita Herbal Mixture and the capsules we are not to pre-care natural powder no e dey aka unyanya dro mienu we ya make ho asem be bo pa but mo dey say oto adro ni wi a me pa cho wan kasa wo free and more being free and I want some for open and I'm say adrenaline general dosage wo your situation the condition be any kwai be fa so be show say no and said e be boa ama o recuperation process and as o hu betimi ato won tam ni ntino and e ka che so oto a free ne ka de ha wo tre ne yensu yenka kwai be fa so be no maduro no emfa na boa ama ho so atimi ato won tam agan ayema obia pre-care natural powder ne de minia be ma minia ba a wo hye me na wo tie me na no pay but money say on sabeka bi anam say immune system support no and no a pre-care natural powder afi so esa boy cardiovascular system no cardiovascular system na e den and no ne akoma no and droben ne akoma ni na e adwuma no and e cardiovascular system and no ne no what detoxify our system no e wudro e fa insuom afa aduanim afa framam akọ woni paduanim no onnom pre-care natural powder na prekese powder na e be yi say wudro ni na e de afi woni paduanim ma ho atimi ato sabe ye say ahobammo atrema hoyi yesen ayaresa bokitima entwen enyare anso akope pre-care prekese powder nemom no to na fesi ufie na wonu wabusuafo na monnom fa mom ho ban enfan free yare ho enei nsu aye nom aduane aye di ni na aye chemicalite inti bomode se on sabeka pre-care natural powder na fe Siemens Vita Herbal Mixture na capsule sisia yare brefo on saka be betimi aboa honam ya rheumatoid arthritis obuan honam ye ne yes aye no ho hia enye ya on saka Siemens Vita Herbal Mixture na fe pre-care natural powder ni bia ebetimi aboa mamutie free cry no ebiana make say o herbal shop bi o pharmacy bi o pese o tunu ni bi na oton a Repass Ventures e ho na headquarters e wa Accra Repass Ventures e wo Keshi Drug Lane o kwa dodo bia o pe bia no mama Repass enso de be ma Kumase no e PFA Pharmacy Colina Herbal e wa Ashtown Misty Munna e wo Mrom afi Sudani e wa Ashtown obenya bi e wo Dr. Mensa e wo Fred Mensa e ba Rock Pillar be bia ye tunu ton biara o bo mama mo techiman no obekọ Humble Mother omo ye Offseat Valley View University College, you know, on Sabeka be a shaman for the downtown. A shaman downtown, Honsi, a Humble Mother shops never gone and no Roma on Sabeka pre-care natural powder, prekese powder, and I feel Siemens Vita Herbal Mixture.Ebonem Rane say a guy. Richard, my phone number to Daniel. Sorry, number is 0244 718 557. And it was 0241 604 702. Richard, ship dealer say a guy no more de sebo ayasa.
Yedawase pa anti ayana okoto doni bi eye Siemens Vita Herbal Mixture ene ne council say eternity aka no agan ene no mukodi enkomo no yento aso emfa.
My name is Dr. Agan and you are over there. I have something special for you. The name is Siemens Vita Herbal Mixture. Eye intimo adwuma. Onomo a ikinya ɛyɛ osisi baabi ntini wo bia emogya no ɛkɔ hɔ ɛma ntini no ɛyɛ adwuma ɛma bɛrima wotumi ɛkeka ho you understand what I'm saying. In fact baabi a pains wo bia ɛyɛ veta mesaway bɛkla na fi hɔ within short time ntimi kanfo saa duru ama wo a woyɛ bɛrima numbi nti yɛbɔ no ma ne sɛ gan means something you can't burn it. Dia untimi nkwam. So bema no na say ya gandia, it means it's part of body cannot burn. You mean what I'm saying? Numbi muni baji. FDA adi adwade nkrato yi ato.
แล้วครับเริ่มจะขยับเดินขึ้นมาบีบครับญี่ปุ่น
ครึ่งแรกนี่ใช้การโยนบอลยาวบอมไปข้างหน้าอย่างเดียวนะครับสูตรของกาน่าเดี๋ยวดูครึ่งหลังจะมีเปลี่ยนวิธีการเล่นบ้างไหมนะครับเพราะมันต่อบอลกันไม่ได้ครับก็เลยใช้ด้วยการโยนเอาครับพยายามจะแกะครับใช้ซิโบลงมาช่วยเก็บให้คืนกลับมาครับอาร์เจตี้วางหยอดเข้ามาแล้วแต่จังหวะขึ้นเซเบนโยก็ไม่ถึงเหมือนเดิมครับวัตนาเบยัดประตูกลางครับชาโนะคืนหลังกลับไปเลยครับ
ก็เหมือนฉายภาพซ้ำๆนะครับเปิดมาโด่งๆแล้วก็เซเบนโยก็ขึ้นไม่ถึงครับเนี่ยครับแล้วก็ญี่ปุ่นก็เอาบอลกลับไปคลอง
คือพยายามจะลองจ่ายทะลุตามช่องบ้างแต่พอจะจ่ายนะมันโดนบีบแล้วครับจังหวะยกของซูเลมาน่าจะโชว์ซะหน่อยครับแต่ดันหาบอลไม่เจอครับบอลมันออกครับ
แล้วก็ไม่ได้ทุ่มด้วยครับว่าน่าเสียดายครับอุตส่าห์ดีดลูกหลังอย่างสวยครับในกล้องก็พยายามจะจับมานะครับเงียบเหงาเหลือเกินครับวันนี้ครับเซเมนโย
คือบอลไม่ถึงครับก็ไม่รู้จะไปทำยังไงครับเป็นตัวแบกทีมก็จริงแต่ไม่รู้จะแบกยังไงเขาไม่เจอบอลนะครับเซเมนโยแรกกับครึ่งหลังเนี่ยคล้ายๆกันเลยครับญี่ปุ่นก็เป็นฝ่ายต่อบอลแบบนี้ครับโดนบีบมาเอาโปกูครับคืนหลังกลับมาครับอานังพยายามจะบิ้วบ้างเลยครับเพราะครึ่งแรกเนี่ยอานังนี่โอ้โหบอมทุกลูกครับเก็บไม่ได้เหมือนเดิมครับเซเมนโยยืนบนต่อครับจังหวะได้ซัดแล้วลูกนี้ก็ยิงข้ามคานเลยครับโอ้โหลองวางดูบ้างครับอายาเซะ
เวด้าเลยครับคือเครียดช็อตไว้ก็คือตั้งใจจะยิงอยู่แล้วนะครับจังหวะนี้ไม่ได้มองเพื่อนเลยนะครับจริงๆใกล้ๆมีโดอันนะครับซ้ายก็มีเติมนะครับแต่ว่าแต่งช็อตมาแล้วซัดเลยครับเหินข้ามคานไปนิดเดียวโอ้นี่มีถ้วยแชมป์โลกมาแล้วครับไม่ต้องรอถึงปีหน้าด้วยซ้ำว่าเจ้าหนู
รุ่นเล็กก็เข้ามาเชียร์กันเยอะครับ เนี่ยเกมตรงกลางมันต่อไปได้จริงหันไปบ่นเพื่อนเนี่ยวันนี้มีบ่นอยู่2คนนั่นคืออาซันเต้กับทางเซเมนโยครับบอลตรงกลางทานากะฝากซ้ายมาครับนากามูระครับเจอกับยีเรนยี่ก่อนวางทะลุตามช่องมาได้มินามิโนะพยายามจะพลิกเจอ2เนี่ยยีเรนยี่แบบปั๊มได้ดีครับซูเลมาน่าให้มาก็โอ้โหโดนตัดฟาวซะแล้วครับวันนี้ก็ถนัดไปทางฟาวซะเยอะครับเซเมนโย
พยายามจะบอกเพื่อนว่าทิ้งไปข้างหน้าเลยนะครับไปจ่ายสั้นมาแบบนี้เขาก็เล่นไม่ได้ครับสุดท้ายก็ต้องไปฟาวใส่ญี่ปุ่นโอ้เนี่ยครับก็เป็นเอกลักษณ์จริงๆนะครับกองเชียร์ของญี่ปุ่นที่จะมีจำนวนไม่น้อยเลยนะครับที่จะยืนแล้วก็ส่งเสียงเชียร์ตลอด
ดูร้องเพลงหมูเด้งได้ยินแต่ฮิปโปครับ
ไม่น่าใช่ครับว่าตอนนี้น่าจะโตแล้วมั้งครับหมูเด้งเนี่ย
ดูโดอันควายมาแล้วมาเข้าทางเขาพอดีแต่ว่าก็ต้องหาช่องก่อนครับอาซันเต้พยายามจะเลาะไปก่อนนะครับรอเพื่อนเติมแต่สุดท้ายก็มาเจอโดอันมาแก้ไขได้ครับมาปั๊มให้ครับก็มีโอกาสจะสวนเนี่ยเขาทำช้าแป๊บเดียวนะครับต้องตั้งใหม่เลยครับจากนั้นกาหน้าพยายามเติมมาแต่ว่ามันไม่มีช่องให้จ่ายเนี่ยต้องค่อยๆสุดท้ายก็เคาะกลับไปแล้วก็นู่นกลับไปนู่นเลยครับโจเซฟอานังไปเปิดบอมอีกทีดีกว่าครับอานังวางบอมทิ้งขึ้นมาครับแล้วก็โอ้โหวันนี้วัตนาเบ้เอาชนะได้ทุกอย่างจริงๆครับเซเวนโยเก็บตกได้แล้วจะยิงพอดีโดนแย่มาคดีพลิกครับโอ้โหจังหวะแย่ไปแล้วครับฟาซิสอาบู
โอ้ก็เหลือจะยิงนะครับแต่ว่าผู้ตัดสินมองว่าอาบูมาชิงเหลี่ยมได้ก่อนนะครับอุ้ยนี่เตะไปอุ้ย
เนี่ยเราเห็นขาแล้วโอ้โหหักแน่นอนแล้วครับฟาซิสอาบูเนี่ยครับพอเราเห็นขาแล้ว
ใช่ครับ
เตะเข้าไปที่น่องพอดีเลยจากข้างหลังขาครับ
โอ้ต้องรีบเปรย์มาเร็วๆครับอ้าวเร็วโอ้โหเห็นภาพเต็มๆเลยครับคือก็เข้าใจว่าทางฝั่งทีมถ่ายทอดสดก็อาจจะไม่ได้เห็นนะครับไม่ทันครับก็เลยไปปล่อยภาพแบบนี้มาให้ดูนะครับปกติเขาจะไม่ให้ดูกันโอ้โหนี่
บอก
เห็นเลยครับว่าหักครับข้อเท้าครับโอ้ฟรานซิสอาบู
คือที่เห็นนี่เหมือนเบรนน่อง
ใช่
ข้อเท้าขึ้นมาครับ
ต่ำกว่าน่องลงมาหน่อย
แต่หักแน่ๆ
คือใส่เต็มมาก
มันงอผิดรูปไปเลยครับ
คืออาโอทารากากาแบบใส่เต็มครับโอ้แล้วแย่เท้ามาขวางพอดีครับ
เพื่อนก็หน้าเสียเลยครับก็ไม่ได้ตั้งใจ
ใช่ครับ
จังหวะง้างจะยิงพอดีโอ้โหขาของฟาซิสอาบูมันดันมาจิ้มโดนบอลแล้วมันขวางการเตะพอดีครับ
ใช่ครับ
ก็เลยขวดเข้าไปแล้วซูเมเนมาน่าก็ไปบอกออตโดแล้วครับออตโดตอนแรกยังไม่รู้นะครับ
ก็ต้องปฐมพยาบาลกันก่อนครับ
นี่ขนาดโค้ชยังบุริยาสุยังเป่าปากเลยครับโอ้เราเห็นภาพแล้วก็สยองเหมือนกันครับ
อายากาวะวันนี้ก็ยังแทบไม่ได้ออกแรงเซฟอะไรนะครับส่วนมากก็จะเป็นเตะเปิดเกมซะมากกว่าโอ้เนี่ยครับก็มาขอโทษนะครับเอาธนากะจังหวะมันก็ไม่ได้ตั้งใจจริง
ๆจะต้องเปลี่ยนกลางแล้วครับเพราะว่าวันนี้เนี่ยยืนเป็นแดนกลางครับฟรานซิสอาบูยืนจับคู่กับทางด้านของควาซิชิโบครับ
กลุ่ม
สำรองครับ
ไดจิคามาดะนะครับไดเซนมาเอดะพวกนี้โอ้จะต้องใช้เวลาหน่อยครับก็ไปดูจังหวะได้ประตูดีกว่าครับในครึ่งแรกนะครับสวยมากนะครับตั้งแต่การไปบีบแย่งบอลมานะครับแล้วก็ลุยมาโดยไคชูซานโนะครับหักจ่ายมาก็สวยครับแล้วก็จบได้อย่างยอดเยี่ยมครับมินามิโนะ
คิซานโนะจ่ายพอดีเป๊ะในขณะที่มินามิโนะจังหวะจับเนี่ยจับแล้วยิงได้เลยนะครับ
ใช่ครับ
เอียงแล้วก็ปั่นซะเลยครับ
เรียกว่าลงล็อกหมดทุกอย่างครับประตูนี้ ลูกที่ 26 ในนามทีมชาตินะครับก็ที่ยิงมาเป็นอันดับ2นะครับในทีมชุดนี้ก็คืออายาเซเวดะนะครับยิงมา16ประตูครับให้กับทีมชาติญี่ปุ่น
ยังไม่เห็นอาโตอาโดนี่สั่งใครมาวอร์มสำรองนะครับตอนนี้คือต้องปฐมพยาบาลก่อนแล้วครับอาจจะต้องใช้เวลาสักพักเลยครับเพราะว่าขั้นตอนแรกเราเห็นทางทีมแพทย์แกมาพันขาก่อนเลยครับช่วงนั้นแข้งตรงที่มันหักนั่นแหละครับ
หักเลยครับเรียกว่าตามเท้าที่เตะเลยครับก็จะมีขยับเปลี่ยนตัวนะครับสำหรับกาน่า
บอลซูบาอาครับจะลงมาแทนนะครับนั่นแหละครับนะขันชนะเข้าเฟือกอ่อนไว้อยู่นะครับเนี่ยทีมสำรองก็คุยกันนะครับช่วงบริเวณเนี่ยชี้เนี่ยนะตรงน่องพอดีเลยครับน่าเสียไปเหมือนกันครับเอาธนากะผู้เรื่องอาชีพอะมันก็ไม่ได้อยากทำกันอยู่แล้วแต่ว่าจังหวะมันพลาดจริงครับจะเปลี่ยนทีเดียว2คนนะครับแนวรับลงมาด้วยครับ
ก็จะถอด
เซเมนโยครับโอ้โห
เซเมนโยออกนะครับอาริดูเซดูนะครับลงไปครับแล้วก็อีกคนหนึ่งก็เป็นอาดูปรินซ์คาวาเบลน่านะครับลงไปแทนก็เป็นตัวรุกนะครับก็เหมือนจะมีปรับตำแหน่งกันนะครับ
เพราะอาริดูนี่ก็เป็นกองหลังนี่ครับ
ใช่ครับเซดูเนี่ยเหมือนมาเล่นเป็นวิงทางขวานะครับแล้วก็
ยีเรนยี่น่าจะไปเล่นกลาง
ไปเล่นกลางแทนครับ
พอได้เกมรอบคัดเลือกยีเรนยี่แกเล่นเป็นมิดฟิลด์ตัวรับตรงกลางนะครับก็น่าจะขยับเข้ามาครับ
เปลี่ยน2ครับกาน่า
จากลูกตั้งเตะครับวางหยอดลึกมาแล้วก็แถว2เก็บตกแล้วลองใส่ดูแต่มันโดนไม่เต็มเท่าไหร่ครับแม่คอเบน่าที่เพิ่งลงไปซูเลมาน่าโหม่งเสยตั้งมาก่อนคูโบะโหม่งตั้งคืนกลับไปครับแม่งัดกลับมาลูกนี้ก็ไม่ดีครับอาเจตี้ตามมาเก็บตกได้แล้วครับนี่ครับมาเล่นตรงกลางแล้วครับยีเรนยี่เพราะว่าตอนแรกเนี่ยเขาเล่นเป็นวิงแบ็กทางขวาครับจับไถไปฝืนไปหน่อยครับอาซันเต้เจอญี่ปุ่น2คนสุดท้ายไปไม่รอดเอาธนากะก็เลยขโมยบอลมาได้ครับบอลมาอยู่ที่ธนากะนะครับให้มาซูซูกิไหลต่อมาให้ครับมินามิโนะโอ้ทางซ้ายตันซะแล้วครับวนกลับหลังมาใหม่ครับซูซูกิปาดมาตั้งตรงกลางก่อนครับซาโนะเปลี่ยนฝั่งเลยครับไปขึ้นทางขวาบ้างวัตนาเบ้ให้มาที่โดอันคืนกลับมาใหม่ครับวัตนาเบ้ซูกิทะลุตามช่องโอ้หลอกสวยครับอายาเซแต่จังหวะจากคัทแบ็ค
Yeah, it looks like, I mean, it's their home ground. The players know, they know each other. The coach has been there for a while. And it looks telepathic. They've been able to spring a number of passes. Their press looks coordinated. And, I mean, it also boils down to the fact that a number of these players are, in the Black Stars, are still trying to get used to each other. We don't particularly have the true starters or the ones that you know are key players in the side. So it's definitely expected here, but you would expect that with a blend of these new players, they will try and stake an even better claim to Oh, and Joseph Annan has made a save from the corner. But it seems the Black Stars are struggling to get the ball out of their own half.
Yeah, it's been the same story from the first half. That's the thing about playing. That's the thing about playing in the back three. You have so many numbers in the build-up that you can only keep the ball in your half. But when you want to move it up, you want to move it up quickly. You are outnumbered up front, and it's just invited a lot of press and pressure to Ghana.
Oh, what a finish.
Yeah, what's coming? It's always been coming.
What a finish. That was a very good finish. And Japan now officially lead by 2-0.
I think that was by Richie Duan, very talented player.
Yeah. I mean, aiming for the near post, finding the nets. Yeah, it's from Duan. It's from Duan. Richard Duan, who plays for Eintracht Frankfurt. I mean, he joined them during the summer, and he's already scored 3 goals and added 3 assists in 10 Bundesliga games this season. So he is definitely one of the brightest talents that is around in Japan. 27 years of age, and a very good close range finish, finding the near post, beating.
I think now I'm justified to ask, should Joseph Annan be conceding from there?
I think now you're justified. I think he could have done a bit better with handling this situation. But also with these near post efforts, sometimes you do not expect the player to go near post. Usually most players will go far posts, but he was smarter in this case, going near post. But yeah, Joseph Annan could have done a bit better in this situation. But then again, he is facing someone who is playing in a very competitive league, one of the top 5 leagues in the world, and has the quality to produce such finishes.
It's interesting that Kamaluddin Sulemana has been playing from the right all match. It's not really his favorite position.
Yeah, he should be playing from the left. He's better cutting in and all of that. But I mean, at the start of the game, it was Antoine Semenyo on the left, and that's usually his zone. And so a sacrifice had to be made. But Otuado can, ask the players to switch sides too. It's always possible in the game.
At this point, it looks like a familiar story again. If you're looking back at 2022 when Ghana faced Japan in that Kirin Cup.
Yeah, they lost 4-1.
4-1. I wouldn't be surprised if we see another similar score. It's just up to Japan right now to turn it up a notch. It's just so easy for them.
Yeah, it sort of looks like they're playing a training session. It's like a training session to them. They're just pass and move, pass and move, pass and move, carving the Black Stars open so easily. And their press, as I mentioned, looks very well coordinated. They know which places to be, and the Black Stars are struggling to get the ball out, partly because of the back three. So it's looking like Japan might even get one more goal, at least before the game ends. And it's not looking like the Black Stars can create anything at this point. Good control there by Prince Edu Komina, but he's being surrounded by so many
Surrounded by 3 Japanese players.
3 Japanese players.
Where is the support? You see, that's the problem with when you are supposed to play in a 3-4-3, but you're packed back and it becomes a 5-back. And so the moment you go long, you already have 5 defenders in your half plus, maybe 2-3 central midfielders. So you only have about 2 attackers up against the whole Japanese backline.
And the attackers might be so far away from each other.
Yeah. You could clearly see in that last attack.
Yeah.
Had about 4 or 5 touches, yet there was no one.
That was an effort there. Was it from Kamaldeen? It looks
Yeah, it
like
was from Kamaldeen Sulemana.
Looks like it's from him, but it was too close to the goalkeeper. Looks like Prince Edukwabna is showing some bites up front.
Yeah, a good hold-up play once again.
Yeah, very good hold-up play.
I think I just saw something interesting. Is Kamaldeen Sulemana wearing the captain's armband? I think I just saw that.
Is he? I will be surprised. But he...
Given the players left on because after Semenyo left, someone had to take the armband.
Well, he's been around since...
Yeah, he's been around since 2019.
Yeah, 2019 under Sika Kono.
Yeah, just like he hasn't played as much games. He should be somewhere around 24, 25 caps for the Black Stars.
Yeah.
Only got his first goal just a few months ago.
Again,
against Chad.
It also highlights how young and inexperienced this particular group is.
Yeah.
For a game like this, or for 2 games upcoming like this. Very young, very inexperienced group. Not played so many games together. It just makes things even more difficult at this point. I see good signs from Prince Edukwabna.
Yeah,
he seems to know what he's
neat
doing.
And tidy.
Yeah. He knows what he's doing.
And he brings something different.
Can run, he can hold up the ball. I want to see him actually have a shot and see how that goes.
That's a lovely ball.
Yeah, very good ball from Kamaldeen. Oh, that was terrible play. He's lucky he didn't concede a free kick there.
Yeah, it was a poor touch from Prince.
Oh, Kosisibo making a progressive pass. Prince has been surrounded by a few more shirts.
Yeah, I don't understand how he's always isolated.
Yeah.
You would expect to see, if it's a wing-back system, you would expect to see a bit of an overload with at least the left wing-back, Derek Cohn, moving into the wider area to provide an option, even possibly an overlap.
Yeah.
When Prince gets the ball there. But whenever the ball is in the left channel, it almost looks like a dead end.
It's just him. Maybe it's an instruction from the coach that the left wing-back stays back, the right wing-back goes further up. But if the attacks are going through the left, then it's a very risky proposition because you definitely need support to create an opportunity from there. And you can see Japan making substitutions already. Fujita coming on. Joe Fujita, he plays for St. Pauli. In Germany. St. Pauli in Germany, Bundesliga. Japan actually came with a very good squad.
Yeah, very, very strong team. And with 7 months to go to the World Cup, it only makes sense that you put your best foot forward and try and because who knows in the draw that takes place in the next 3 weeks, who knows, Japan could draw an African side. And that makes this exercise even more prudent. And so it's good that you take it serious because Ghana is a decent side at the end of the day.
Yeah. And they might also get an Asian side, so it could have could have even been better if the key players were around to
really assess
to really assess
where you stand. That's fair.
Another opportunity gone for Japan. They're really dominated with regards to everything. Looking at the stats, Japan have already had 10 shots. Ghana have had half of that. That is 5 shots. 5 on target for Japan, just 1 on target for Ghana. That was a team effort by Kamaldeen Sulemana, straight to the Japanese goalkeeper.
Yeah. I'd have really loved to hear the reasoning behind playing Kamaldeen Sulemana from the right side.
Yeah, that's not his favorite position at all.
Yeah, I would love to see the technical teams thinking that. I don't know what that maybe that's to simplify his game. Maybe he dribbles onto a strong foot and stays wide
and cross
instead of cutting in.
But does he even cross? I don't think crossing is really a strong suit.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's not that much of a creator. All his threat comes from 1v1 cutting and shooting. So it feels like a bit of a reprogramming, which you don't expect to see at national team level because you only trained twice since they landed in Japan on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And it's not these 2 training sessions that you're going to use to reprogram your players. And so ideally, you want to tap into the strengths of the players that you have.
Yeah, that's true.
That makes the job simpler. And so I'm a bit surprised. But as I said, I'd love to hear what the technical team thinks on that. ...2025 has been generally a really good year for the Black Stars.
Yeah.
It's possibly the best the team could have mastered after that disastrous 2024 campaign, where we saw the team miss out on the AFCON.
A real turnaround, and it looks like Christopher Bonsuba is about to come on. Yeah, but it's a huge turnaround. After missing out on that AFCON, there was still some doubt as to whether Ghana would qualify to an even tougher competition, which is the World Cup. But they managed to finish on top of the group, losing only once throughout the way. A very impressive showing. And even in the friendlies, the Unity Cup, I don't think they did too badly against Nigeria. TNT, Trinidad and Tobago, they were stronger. They were able to get results. But
that's why I'm a bit surprised, because I thought this would be the litmus test to really find out how far this team has come under Otuado. Because playing against this Japan team, if it was anything close to Ghana's strongest side, so that there will be no excuses.
Yes.
Then you really get to understand with 7 months to the World Cup that, oh, this is where the team sits. But at the end of the day, everyone can fall back on the excuse, the best players were not around, and so it's difficult to really assess the campaign. However, you saw some players get their debuts, which is a positive.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big fan of that. I personally think if that should be the case, then it's a bit of a wasted window.
It is. It sounds like it. And also knowing that the Black Stars do not have the luxury of playing in the AFCON, because this would have been fair if there was an AFCON for the Black Stars to play, but they do not. And the next real international window will be in March. And so basically just about 4 games left. And that is too short and too little of a sample size for Otuado to really assess against some teams and deem themselves ready to actually compete. Because again, the expectations for Ghanaians will be that the team competes. 2014 World Cup, they exited the group stage. 2022 exited the group stage. And so the group stage exit will not be something that would please fans so much. So yeah, this overall hasn't been a good window. But hopefully we see, I mean, this game looks done and dusted. Hopefully against South Korea, we see a lot more bites. Some fringe players really giving a headache for Otuado. It looks like Gideon Mensah and Christopher Bonsuba are preparing to come on. And I would reckon that a defender will be off. It looks like Jerome Opoku is limping. He might be the one coming off, yes, and he is coming off. Brandon Thomas Asante, the other player who is coming off.
So I mean, I think Gideon slots into the centre back position because the Recon is still on the pitch.
Yes, so that means Gideon becomes the third centre back. He will play alongside Ajeti and Pepra.
This was the first goal.
Yeah, this was the first goal. Was that? It looks like a very big slip by Pepra.
Yeah, he probably just got the angles wrong. There was no way he was going to intercept that ball.
Yeah. And that
For this, I think Joseph Manan has to do better. He has to do better.
Yeah, he could have done better. He could have done better. And that was a very good tight angle finish.
Yeah, Captain Minamino is also coming off.
He's done his bit. He scored his goal, and now he can get a rest for Japan's next game. And for the statistics, Japan has 52% possession. Ghana has 48%. 12 shots for Japan, 5 shots for Ghana. 5 shots on target for Japan, just 1 on target for Ghana. But Ghana have actually attempted a number of passes, 382 attempted, completing 312. But the problem is most of them have been inside their own half.
Yeah. What did you make of Brandon Thomas Asante starting? He's one of the players that a lot of people have clamored for his, not just his inclusion, but getting significant game time, and he gets to start, albeit not a competitive match.
Yeah, but I think the little that he got, he tried to make the most of it. It's quite unfortunate that Japan showed to be the much more superior side, and Ghana basically struggled to play out of their own half. And so for a striker like him, you definitely need service. He barely had that. And so it would be unfair to say that he didn't play well. I think he did not have enough to go by to show what he can really do.
Yeah, no, that's also one of the issues that I was talking about not going with a full strength side or anything close to it. What it does is that it's even precarious for a lot of these debutants because national team football is very unforgiving.
Yeah.
And a lot of the nuance and context will be lost in 2-3 months when people say, yeah, Brandon started against Japan, what did we see?
Yeah.
But the truth is, he played with players who were also kind of new to the system. Everything looked a mess. And so everyone was trying to adjust. And it's not the right environment to really assess him. But at the end of the day, what matters most is he played and he didn't score. And that's what many people will remember.
But there would also be another opportunity in a few days against South Korea, which hopefully he's given that chance to start again. And on that occasion, he actually gets decent service.
Yeah.
And then makes the most out of it. I mean, we saw him get some service against Nigeria in the Unity Cup. He scored. So hopefully he gets another chance in a few days against South Korea and then converts that chance.
Guess who's on the left wing now?
Kamaldeen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see him all over there. Maybe the instruction now is switch because a change has been made. Christopher has come in, so Christopher takes the right, and then Kamaldeen can now take the left side. But, I mean, this is the only time that Otuado can experiment something like this. I personally think if he tries it in a more competitive setting, that would be suicidal. You don't play players out of position. and expect wonders from those players.
Do you think this is the peak of this squad in this game? Was there any chance that they could have done better than they have against Japan today?
I think in the first few minutes, if they had been able to contain the pressure from Japan, then maybe we could have seen something better. But since Japan got the first goal, they've been more confident, they've been calmer, they've been able to execute their game plan. And with these guys new to each other, it's always going to be difficult to maneuver what Japan throws at them. And so I think this is the best they can do at this point. Hopefully in the next game, they produce something better. And then we could be able to say that we can pick these 2 or these 3 players who can possibly get the place in the next call-up for match where we expect that most of the key players will be around because it's that close to the World Cup and we don't have to miss anybody. But, Reku, looking at the centre-backs, we are seeing a totally new group. We've been used to Mohamed Salisu, to Alexander Djiku. I mean, looking at what we have available, like, Jerome Opoku started, Jonas Ajeti, and then Kojo Pepra. I mean, looking at these guys, do you think any of these guys can really slot in when we don't have the luxury of having Alexander Djiku and Salisu around?
I've probably still not seen enough from these players. I still feel there's a bit of a gap when you take away Djiku and Salisu, and then the next tier of defenders that Ghana has. Kojo Pepra has some really good potential. Came in to Nice and he started the season very strongly as well.
Yeah.
But playing for your national team is a different ball game altogether.
Yeah.
And sometimes it requires experience. These are the type of games where young players get to learn about what it really takes to play for the national team. And the ones who grow to become better are the ones who learn from these type of experiences. So the good thing is that this is a friendly, and this is not the World Cup, thankfully.
Yes, thankfully.
Hopefully Ghana doesn't draw Japan in the World Cup, by the way.
Since you're saying it, we might just draw them in December.
At least you know what it will take.
You know what to expect.
Yeah. It would prove to be a master stroke then. But I do believe if Ghana had all their players available and Japan had all their players available, this would have been a very close match.
Yes, I think Ghana would have at least gotten a goal. It doesn't look likely that they would, but at least a goal and maybe a much tighter backline, which would have meant that Japan would struggle to score. It looks like the Black Stars are gradually getting the ball past their own half and going further up, which is a good sign. But Caleb Birinchi, there's that question about him. I mean, since he came into the Black Stars, he's always been used as the right back, right wing back. But his natural position is back in the midfield, either as a defensive midfielder or a central midfielder. I mean, for you, which position do you think would be best for him in the Black Star setup to maximize his potential?
I think it's similar to the Kamaldeen discussion that we had. You have a player who is ranked as one of the most promising, not just midfielders, but players in Europe this season. If you're looking at the 23 talents. And he's only rated that highly because of how he plays in midfield. He has a unique set of attributes that combines his aggression, his ability to read the game, and his ability to cover ground and intercept and make tackles. That in principle, can be translated into defensive positions. But you speak of maximizing potential, and I think it has to come from midfield. You saw that marauding run that he put together just a couple of minutes ago, and he ended up playing the ball wide to Point to Duke. I think that is his future. He's looked very bright when he came on, and there again you see him sniffing up danger.
And intercepting.
And winning a free kick, taking pressure off the team. So I think that is where his future lies. And who knows? It took an injury for him to come into his position to show what he's made of. Sometimes that's what it takes. You come into the team using the back door. You don't necessarily have to come to your best position. Maybe you might be choked at that point, but I think he's been diligent as a right wing back, and today he got his chance in midfield, and he's looked decent.
But with the likes of Thomas Partey still around.
The truth about the midfield is that if Otoado is playing two midfielders, Partey is the constant.
Yes. So whoever partners him.
I think that the partner isn't set. Sibo came in
3 games.
Yeah, and he's taken it up. But then again, the same way he took it from maybe an Elisha or even a Salis or Ibrahim Sulemana is the same way that he can lose it. I feel after Partey, all the midfielders, the central midfielders that we do have, it's quite close between them. And if you really stake a claim and you are consistent, you should be able to climb up in the pecking order. And so there's really that opportunity.
And that's also another worry, because we know Partey is head and shoulders above all the central midfield options. And so the question will definitely be who to replace him long term if he's actually not around and he decides to, take a step back from the Black Stars.
Yeah, his Partey's profiles, they're not easy to replace.
Can play as a box-to-box. He can play as the defensive midfielder alone. He can move up. Yeah, can play as a 10 if needed. He's just so unique. At this point, Japan look like they do not want to score any more goals. They are just passing it around, keeping possession as tight as possible, wearing the Black Stars down as they go. How would you rate Joseph Anang's performance on his debut as a goalkeeper?
I think it's been okay, and I say this with all honesty. It's not easy to come in as a goalkeeper for your debut away to Japan. Playing for a Ghana side that isn't a usual strength. So it's understandable. I mean, he's making his debut. There were a few jitters. There's clearance in the first half that went straight to the Japanese team, and they almost scored from that. He's also had some good moments, decent saves here and there. Couldn't have done anything about the first goal. However, I think with Dwan's goal, he should be covering the near post. And so I think it's been an okay performance for him.
And it looks like the two Prince Owusus have come on.
Prince Owusu squared.
Prince Owusu of Midiama and then Prince Osei Owusu of CF Montreal have all come on. The record is off.
Prince from Ghana, the Ghana edition, and then the US edition.
US edition that was born in Germany.
At this point, I think Otto is just trying to say, you know what, just go out there and have a feel of the game.
Yeah, just do your thing.
Traveling to Japan is not easy. If you've sat in a plane for almost a day, at least just come here and have a feel of the ball in the grass.
And usually you don't have a straight flight. You have to transit. That's also another stress altogether. At the moment, we've had 88 minutes, almost 89 minutes of football. Still 2-0 for Japan.
Have you noticed they're using the 300 ball for the World Cup?
Yes, I've noticed that.
Another reason why it was important that
these boys,
players actually come and
around.
have a feel of the World Cup ball.
And that is why Japan actually brought a strong side. So everybody actually has a feel of the ball. I think that the whole planning has always been an issue. Real planning, proper planning, it's a very big issue. It's something that people have to really sit down and discuss, management level, all of that. There has to be a proper understanding of these things, that even touching the ball is so important, because not every ball is the same. The Premier League ball is different from this ball, it's different from an AFCON ball.
Yeah.
So it's so important. And I remember even the 2010 World Cup, the Jabulani was so different from every other ball. That was a very
that was
risky,
close.
That was very risky from Joseph Annan. Very risky.
What you don't want to make is an error leading to goal.
Yeah.
As a goalkeeper.
Yeah, that would be the end of, literally the end of your career in the national team, because people will never trust you again. Very strong from Bonsuba. Very, very strong. See the problem, he's had to drop so deep now, and build up will now be a bit more stifled.
Even with that, they couldn't even still go past the halfway line.
Yeah, they're still
all
in
in
their own half. That's a free kick. Mr. Seyowusu trying to show he's wearing the number 5. I wonder why he chose the number 5 of all numbers.
I think it's just a case of what's available. You know, with these friendlies, you just pick any number. But no one really wins in these type of situations, because how do you even assess these players?
Yeah.
There would always be an asterisk to these type of games, because it doesn't, I don't think you've got enough information from this game to make a decision perhaps on who your second or third choice goalkeeper becomes.
Indeed.
Assuming Asare is number 1. Or have you seen anything close?
I think
that, okay, this guy is making a case for himself for the World Cup squad. Or I don't think there's really any strong positive from this game, or even any negative to say that, nah, this guy's not World Cup standard, he's definitely not going.
Yeah, I mean, nobody has made a crazy error that has led to go for you to say that, hey, he's not good enough, probably. I mean, as you mentioned earlier, Joseph Annan had some jitters early on in the game, but he's looked more settled. I mean, apart from that very close shave that he had. And so there's not really much to go by. And besides, he's not played alongside the well-set defense that we usually know, for us to say that, okay, I mean, the ball's down to you, and either you are that good or you are not that good. So really, even not for just Joseph, but for every single person, for Prince, even though he's shown promise, for Prince Osei-Wusu, who just came on, for everybody, it's just the asterisk is always going to be there. I mean, there's not a full complement of the team for these little plucks for, you know, Otuado to make a real assessment. So really, in the end, he would just have to be forced to call some more players in match. That is if even the full complement of his side, the key players are around.
And so full time at the Toyota Stadium, Japan 2, Ghana 0. 2 goals on each side of the half. The first from their captain Minamino, and then Duan ensured that Japan pick up what was a routine win at the end of the day against Otoado's Black Stars. And so the first game of the Kirin Challenge Cup sees Japan pick up victory against Ghana. A reminder that the live coverage of this Kirin Cup was brought to you by MTN everywhere you go, and then there's Hisense Electronics, everyday prices for everyday people. Dewa Chop Money.